Still have to address ballot QR codes and take action on property taxes during this special session. Reporting live at the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
85 degrees now in Atlanta. What Tropical Storm Arthur means for our weather.
That means widespread heavy rain as well as some gusty winds for metro Atlanta. Wind gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour possible for tomorrow evening.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. And the Red Cross says now's the time to get ready for potential flooding in metro Atlanta.
With the possibility of heavy rain and flash flooding, the Red Cross's Katie's Work says make sure to heed any warnings and watches.
It's so important when a flood comes through because it can happen so quickly. You want to move immediately to higher ground.
Zwerk says the flooding on the connector was a lesson for us all.
You truly don't know how deep it is, and water can rise very rapidly, as we saw when that happened a few weeks ago.
Zwerk says keep your kids out of the floodwater because one doesn't know what's in it. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. releases the text of the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran. It includes the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, easing financial restrictions against Iran, and the expectation of future discussions regarding the country's nuclear program.
Importantly, Iran has agreed that they will neither produce nor procure a nuclear weapon.
Speaking at the G7 summit in France, President Trump says he'll likely send Vice President Vance to the signing ceremony. Now a WSB money update and no change in interest rates. It is the fourth time in a row the Federal Reserve is leaving rates unchanged. This is the first decision with new Fed Chair Kevin Warsh, who replaced Jerome Powell. The feds nab a suspected drug dealer in Clayton County.
This involves a lot of methamphetamine, approximately 200 pounds worth, seized out of a Forest Park home.
Atlanta U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says they started investigating 36-year-old Myra Porras Corus in March after she allegedly sold 2 pounds of meth to someone in a church parking lot. She's accused of stashing the drugs near her bed and in trash bags in her detached garage. She was in the country illegally from Mexico. It is now 3:03, and the Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Got some trouble in the right lane, right by Truist Park, Bills. 285 northbound, the inner loop at I-75, right near Cobb Parkway. That's exits 19 and 20. But the southbound ride, that's the slowest from South Cobb Drive down to I-20. Northbound delays starting Cascade Road. That's all due to that construction zone and earlier trouble that's cleared 20 westbound past Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Also, 285 east, that ride's getting slower through Dorville from Peachtree Boulevard, getting on to I-85 northbound as you head up toward Norcross. And watching that afternoon volume already quickly filling in into downtown with 400 southbound delays now starting south of Lennox Road. You'll stay on the brakes 85 southbound into Midtown as you make your way past Atlantic Station. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Clouds moving out, sunshine this afternoon, heating up to a high of 86. Very muggy for tonight. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s. Heavy rain on the way for tomorrow, as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall for the metro Atlanta area. Rain moving out tomorrow evening with highs in the mid to upper 70s.
Right now it's 87 in Mableton and Decatur, 83 in Hampton. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Surrounded by the doctrinaires, as always, Tim Andrews is here, Autumn Fisher is here, George Clark is here, Jared Yamamoto is here. Everybody, be quiet. I'm making content over here, all right? Can you guys just allow me to make some content over here?
Did you just get out of that Streamer University?
That's what I learned. I learned at the Streamer University that your life is content. And you don't allow, you got to separate yourself right now from the individuals in your life who understand that your life is content and those that don't. Now, if that's understood, if everyone could be quiet for the next 4 hours, I'm making content over here, all right? Can we show some respect?
Hey, I'm making content over here.
There you are. He's making content. Autumn, are you making content? She's not even there. She's not even there to make content. No, or
she's making content. Oh.
Well, you got to make your content 15 minutes before the show, so you're ready to go for the show.
She's not done yet.
Could be she's not done making her content.
Yeah.
It could be that she's actually the one who's heeding my warning and being quiet because she knows I'm making content over here. Very important. I don't know. Where'd she go? She doesn't like us anymore, I guess.
I'm going to give her a call.
Give her a call. Let her know, we start at 3 in the afternoon. I don't know.
Same time for the last 2 years.
Are we going to find out that we've known for 3 weeks that she's not on today or something?
I'll check the calendar. Let's see.
Check the calendar. Do we have a calendar?
We sure do.
I've never checked it.
I'm seeing nothing.
Is it a
on the
Google calendar?
It is a Google calendar.
Yeah, how's that going? It's probably you got to be careful with those Google calendars because, they could be hacked. And the next thing you know, your radio competitors know what kind of bitch you'll be doing that day. maybe they'll beat you to the.
There she is.
Hi, sorry.
Sorry. Welcome.
Somebody wasn't ready.
I was like, maybe I got away with it. Oh, God.
Somebody wasn't ready to make content at 3:06 or 4, whatever you get on. That's all right. It's all right. I just want you to understand what we have been talking about here is that you doctrinaires need to back off because this host, I'm making content over here. All right?
What kind of content are you making?
It doesn't matter. The word content is it's self-explaining. It doesn't
self-explanatory.
It is. It's just right there. It's its own package. Okay. But all you guys need to know is it's very, very important in this world. If you're a content creator, that you're creating content. So can you guys just keep it down and understand that I'm making content here. Okay, let's respect that. Okay,
we'll keep you in your content box.
Thank you.
Usually we assist with the content.
Listen.
Yeah, and isn't it that we're here to help with the content?
That right there, I consider part of the content.
Oh.
But it's my content, not yours. Now remember, the content rules are very nuanced. But we must adhere to the protocols. So what happened here? There was like a streaming university thing.
Yeah, so this
some guy's a streamer and he could sell out State Farm Arena so he could tell other people how to stream.
His name is Kat Sinat, and he has
Kat Sinat.
Kai Sinat.
Excuse me, sorry. 17
Cats in the hat.
Says 17 million followers this guy has on Instagram, and then TikTok. He's got a huge following.
How much were the tickets? Somebody find out how much this dude.
I believe it's like you go and you try to get into Content University. This is like a
but it's State
trial
Farm
process.
But it's a state. How many people showed up? It's State Farm. It's not like he's not doing it. He's not doing it in one room in the Congress Center. He's doing it at
he's doing it in State Farm Arena.
State Farm Arena. So I'm a little confused at what you're saying. It seems to me like he would charge tickets so that you could learn how to do streaming.
I think you auditioned to get into his school.
To Streamer University, yes.
So it's like a private.
It's
school.
like American Idol.
Yeah, right. It's like American Idol. So he doesn't even have to do anything. Wow, this guy's a genius. I don't even know who he is.
See, you should have gone down there.
Oh, why? Because
you can learn some new tricks.
No olds.
Because Kai C. F Face is going to teach me something.
No, they have a sign. No olds.
No old heads.
Yeah. Ew.
No old
Bye.
whites.
No gray.
We don't need that.
Are you here assisting your much younger?
No, I'm thinking of starting my own Twitch channel.
Ew.
Well, I play a lot of solitaire, online solitaire, and I thought my friends and family would like to watch me. And
I think you could do faceless YouTube. Maybe a faceless YouTube, have AI do all the work.
Oh, you can find me on at lemonpartystream.com.
Yeah, that's not the content we're looking for.
What does this guy do? I mean, that's fantastic. If he doesn't even really have to do anything up there, he probably shows up for like 20 minutes and talks. Who knows? Is he even in town?
Yeah, he's
but
there.
for some reason, like what was there? Like it was a suspicious package.
Yes.
So everybody got. It's a pretty hot day for this, but everybody got stuck out there in line for a long time. Outside of State Farm.
Well, and the Atlanta police are kind of on the hook on this because it does look like, from what I'm reading here, because it is a competition, you don't have to pay for a ticket to get in there. So, of course, it created a headache for APD.
Oh, okay. So it is like the AI, like open audition. AI. Yeah, American Idol. We used to call it AI, remember? Back in the day.
The old AI.
Yeah, the old AI. OG AI.
Yes.
AI.
American Idol. Yeah, because that's what they used to do. And so he's got like judges and other people are doing the hard work. And then let's say I get through out of the thousands. What do? Now I end up on his
So you
channel?
You go to content or streaming university, and you go to different classes hosted by other streamers and learn how to stream.
So this is so
the
that
whole
you
time
can.
you're streaming that.
This is so. This audition is so that you can try to be accepted, so that you can at some point give them a bunch of money to go to their university.
No, I think you get accepted, and it's free to attend.
All right, there's some kind of catch here.
So
somebody, I mean,
Well, it's all under his
they just
umbrella.
rented out State Farm Arena. All right, I'm guessing State Farm Arena didn't go, "Hey, this is great charity. We're giving." They're paying for this somehow.
I got a D in Annoying People 101.
By the way, Kai did encourage. He did say that if you couldn't make it to State Farm today, you could send a digital application.
Yeah,
to get the
absolutely,
streamer you.
absolutely, and I have to applaud him, because the information I'm getting is he's doing all of this gratis just because he cares for people. Rented out State Farm Arena for a day. it's
He's
really
generous.
It really is. It's quite wonderful. I think he said, I don't even like money. How old is this guy? I'll probably find out he's 15 or something. He has all this money.
Probably about 22.
I'll be damned if any 22-year-old's going to teach me nothing.
Oh, so it was only hundreds of people, not thousands?
No, it says thousands of people were there. It says here, at least on this article that I'm seeing from the AJC.
Okay. They still put out articles?
They do.
Hey, let's hear from the AJC. They're still putting out articles in 2026.
What's their slogan? Like, what's their little line?
No, that's Washington Post. Democracy.
It's your business.
It used to be something about the do.
Covering Dixie like the do.
Yeah, it was a take on the New York Times, all the news that fits.
Right.
And this is like something with the do.
This is the substance and soul of the South.
Now that's new. They used to be covering Dixie like the
soul of the South.
I'll bet you they decided they couldn't use the term Dixie a couple of years ago. Remember that was the Dixie Chicks, so they probably got rid of covering Dixie like the do.
They're the Chicks now.
They use the tagline for the Greater Atlanta.
Because they
exciting.
another
Is
entity
it the number 4?
that refuses to accept money. They only go to work every day for the community, which I think is wonderful. I mean, it's not me. I'm not lifting a finger without being paid for it, but I do respect those who serve. And so we just heard about, too, Kai Kalai up there. He's serving his Twitch crowd. Kai Sinet.
Whereas I like to call him Cat.
It sounds like the name of a prime minister.
His close friends call him Cat.
I love Kai. He's beautiful.
Catty C.
Fell in love with him.
Kitty Cat.
Yeah, Trump has, I mean, who knows what's going on? Is he still, the G7 is wrapping up.
Yes.
And then he's going to go to Versailles and have dinner with the Macrons, I guess.
He wants to see the palace.
Well, don't give him any ideas. Just pretend the palace
Oh my
is
God,
closed.
so much gold.
Please.
Can I have that painting?
So he's been saying a few
With his
things.
little iPhone of like the trim and stuff. Like, that's great.
Need that.
You know what's amazing? First of all, I came in and I said something before I heard this audio, and then Trump said it. It's amazing. Like, it doesn't even, like, being a deacon. I came in here, I was talking to Tim Andrews and Jared, and we were talking about the Iran situation, and I said, it's amazing because on a dime, Trump has flipped. And the enemy, not enemies, but he is now going after basically Israel and the neocons, and putting J.D. Vance out there, who was the guy, kind of the story was he never wanted to get into this. And so I said, well, this is what he's doing. Like, Israel and the neocons are now Mike Pence and Jeff Sessions. Right?
Yeah, it looks like that today, yes.
And I have look, you decided to get in bed with this guy. You decided to, okay, Israel, okay, neocons, you decided it was ride or die with Trump. Well, let me ask you a question. Who makes the full journey? Who makes it to the end of that ride that doesn't have the last name Trump? And
Yeah,
I've got
only Trump.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that he'd like to throw a couple of his own family members out of the car, but he doesn't do that. So you decided, we've been wanting this war a long time, the neocons in Israel. This is the moment. We can convince this guy. And you got in bed with him. And so did Jeff Sessions, and so did Mike Pence, and all of these. Like, I'm sorry. You made the strategic decision that you were going to ride or die with Trump. I ask you again, when people get in the car with Trump, who makes it to the end of the line that doesn't have the last name Trump? My ears are open. But I said, he's going to put J.D. Vance out there, as the face of this to try to dig him out of this thing that he never should have been convinced to go into. And that way, if it doesn't work and he's still unpopular in November, he's just going to blame J.D. Vance. So I said that without hearing some of this audio that we have. And I don't know where I want to start. I think I want to start with, let's start with him talking about Israel.
The alternative would be a worldwide depression.
Stop. Again, this is to the neocons, actually. Now, this is something that MAGA would call in to WSB and yell at the host a couple of weeks ago if they suggested that this Strait of Hormuz situation was going to lead to a global recession or a global depression. Now the president has just totally flipped it, and it's Israel and the neocons who want us to have the global depression that 2 weeks ago MAGA wouldn't admit was even a possibility.
The alternative would be a worldwide depression. You know, the stupid people want to have a worldwide depression, and they're stupid people. So you can only go so far.
3 weeks ago, as far as MAGA was concerned, I was one of those stupid people because I said that there could be a worldwide depression.
You know, I listen to your show, and I bet you make a lot of shows. You know, I get a lot of the shows, you know, we screen them because of, you know, well, we're going to go after people, but not you.
Yeah.
And, you know, like Bibi Netanyahu, one of the stupid people.
Just all of a sudden.
Complete moron.
Wait a minute. He convinced you that this would be easy. So there's no stupidity or smartness involved in deciding to go with that. And by the way, that's the way it happened, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Times, the article's out there. No one involved, the administration, no one has denied the article. It was Netanyahu and Mossad were in favor of this in the Situation Room. The next day, they gathered everybody else together. General Dan Kane, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance. Hegseth was on the fence about it. And basically, Marco Rubio said Mossad is it's BS. And he chose to go ahead and do that instead. And that's how we got into this. And now it's turned out that this is the way Trump thinks. Netanyahu told me this would be easy. It hasn't been easy, so now he's the bad guy. That's, you know, Mike Pence said he would be loyal. He's not willing to go against the Constitution to prove his loyalty. He's a bad guy. Jeff Sessions was the first sitting senator to stand next to me after I came down the escalator when nobody else would. He's showing his loyalty. You'd think I'd be loyal to him? No, he did something that Congress wanted me. No, he's the bad guy. Neocons. You know, I know a lot more about neocons than I do about the politics of the state of Israel. They're both in the same situation right now. And I am laughing my ass off at the neocons right now. I can't believe the neocons want the wars they want so bad they can't see past their nose for them. And the idea that you thought this guy, Donald J. Trump, was going to be the one, hey, if things get rough, if things go sideways, hey, neocons, you know a lot about war. Have you ever noticed that sometimes things go sideways? Have you ever noticed that sometimes things on the ground don't quite go the way that they're planned? I'm just an idiot who dropped out of the 8th grade, and in my 62 years, you know what, neocons? I've noticed that happens in war every single time. But you didn't. And you were just like, we don't care. We're neocons. We got so many damn people we want to kill on this planet so that we can be safe. We're just going to throw it in with Donald J. Trump. Well, this host of this show says ha plus a ha, and I'm adding another ha on top just for fun.
3 ha's?
3 ha's for the neocons.
Had 2 A's with the last ha?
It's a good name for the show today. 3 ha's for the neocons. Israel's a country full of politics, people who like the government, don't like the government, full of nuances. I don't know about all of that. But I do know that Israel talked this president into this by saying, it's going to be easy. And the neocons jumped in with him. And you thought you weren't going to be pensed. You know how you wouldn't be pensed? If it came true. If Netanyahu was right and it was a 14-day war and Trump got it. But that's what he was looking for. And you said, we'll take this morsel. Not thinking it was going to turn on you. So after I came in and said that about, you have the stuff about Israel, there's one. Okay, go ahead.
Now, I'm not happy with the way Israel has handled themselves with Lebanon and with Hezbollah. They should have been able to do the job faster. it just goes on forever. And when that happens, it throws a negative light on the big deal, and that's the deal with Iran.
So he's starting to sound like the guy who campaigned for president now. All of a sudden, he's back to, that person, which I don't know what side of anything you're on now, but how you could trust this guy to stay on your side at any moment, I don't know. But then I said the thing about he's going to put J.D. Vance out there. This is off the air. I hadn't heard this stuff yet. Yeah, he's going to put J.D. Vance out there, and if it works, if it helps dig himself out of this hole for the midterms, J.D. is the definite heir apparent and all that. And if it doesn't work, he'll just blame him. I thought I was a little bit of an analyzing genius. And then I come in, and Trump says this.
I like that idea, sure. What? This way, if it works out, I'm going to take the credit. If it doesn't work out, I'm blaming J.D. You got to be careful, J.D.
Wow.
He's going to turn his plane around and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I like that idea. I think it's a good idea.
It's all his fault. I don't care. Blame him. Whatever.
What he's saying is somebody brought it up because it's in the air, and he's acting like, oh, I like that idea. No, that was your idea. That wasn't something you just heard. Oh, hey, that sounds
Do you
fun.
think he really will do that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can
So
see
even
it.
though he's saying it like, isn't this funny? That's like a ridiculous thing.
No. It's what he does. It's what he constantly does. The question is both. The thing to understand here is that both Vance and Rubio want to run for the Republican nomination in 28. And so the way Trump runs his cabinet is it's always dog eats dog. It's always like, who's on top, who's on the bottom, who does the boss like today, who does he not? And Rubio has been elevated in the past, but this war is associated with Rubio. It shouldn't be because he's the one who said it was BS. But Vance, I think, was more against these kind of wars. Vance actually, if you believe anything about him, which I don't know, but that's been his default for a long time, is that no more foreign wars. Supposedly that's the reason he stopped calling Trump a Nazi and then became his vice president, which is literally true.
Yes.
There's a smash cut out there of J.D. Vance before the beard. Before he like Trump, I mean, he just said, I don't know.
Oh, he was.
I don't know how these things weren't more pronounced during the campaign. Like, I knew about it. Yeah,
he was never Trumper. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he was
talking about like as a Christian, you can't defend this person.
But even
And
more,
then-
yeah. But he went even further than that. He called him all kinds of names. He compared him to Hitler. All of this stuff. So right now, his stock is up because. And you know what I haven't read this anywhere. I haven't heard anybody say this, but this is what occurred to me. Trump, this may seem strange because he thinks he knows how to get there and quite often doesn't. Trump likes being popular. That's why he loves the rallies. He loves the whatever. This rhetoric on the war in Iran, it seems to me, came to fruition within 48 hours of the president being booed at the Knicks game. And he has to know that a large part, we're so far away from ice in Minnesota for this country. For this country, that could have happened 9 years ago, even though it was only a few months ago. So there's a lot of different things that a lot of Americans want to boo him for. But at that Knicks game, you got to know that 70% of that fuel, I'd say 70% of that fuel was the Iran war, and then 30% immigration plus everything else. And so I'm not parroting something I've heard other people say or whatever. It just occurred to me, it's like, this is a quick turnaround where all of a sudden the neocons are the idiots. And I just thought, he was standing there. He could have a brave face. He heard those boos. He heard how deep, that's his town, And it may be just a mere coincidence, but all of a sudden everything flipped. And you know what? After all, these foreign wars are pretty stupid. What are we doing? I don't know. What are you doing? You took us into it.
By the way, did you get the Epstein files? I just emailed them to you.
Unredacted.
Everything you want to know is in there.
There's some story out there, George. Do you know more about it than I haven't clicked through about how this Maggie Haberman has written a book. And it has a lot to do with their handling of the Epstein files. And apparently, I keep seeing a lot of these stories about how there's a lot of fear in the White House about who is it that's leaking to Maggie Haberman because they feel like that means that she has information that could hurt them. I haven't really been digging in. Sometimes there's just too many stories.
I saw the story about them recording, talks in the Situation Room.
Yes. Well,
I don't know the details, but I know that they're worried about whatever was recorded.
Well, by the way, I believe that if anybody records anything in the Situation Room, you go to prison, don't
That's
you?
what I thought too.
You cannot record in the Situation Room.
So, but the thought is that there's fear in the White House that there is a recording of a conversation at high levels about what to do about the Epstein files, and they're really worried that those are going to come out because they're thinking, well, that's how she got the information for the book.
There was an idea like a couple weeks ago that the situation was turned into the Epstein, room. How we're gonna handle Epstein.
Oh, they had like a day. They say, well, we're going to do the Epstein thing.
They order Chinese food.
Yes, I saw a story and I didn't read it either because right now there's just too many stories. But there's another story out there that says that Epstein tried to kill himself in jail several times.
Yes.
That there were nooses.
That's a new report that came out.
Which I didn't read that, but I thought, well, then you should have 2 or 3 people watching the cell at all times.
It gets even weirder, yes.
At what point were they just throwing nooses in there? Hey, I don't know if you could use this for anything. I'm just saying, if you don't need it, just put it in the corner.
Look at this
they sign him up for like a rope tying course.
Yeah, here's this noose-shaped pillow for you. Here you go.
Hey,
Sleep
there you go.
well.
Hey, I know you like massages. I wonder if there's a chance that I won't even bring it up because people are so the way they are that they won't get the nuance and they'll think, oh, you're saying this. Well, I'm not saying that. Why am I getting defensive? I haven't even said it. I don't need to get defensive about things I haven't said, do I? Have things changed, Jared? I don't need to get defensive about things I haven't.
You're good.
Just in case you need to know, that's not what I meant when I didn't say that thing.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Proud supporters of iPaw Rescue, a nonprofit founded by legendary business activist Carl Icahn, where 100% of donations go to saving dogs' lives. That's AA MCO.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Just call Sweet James. At 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James. Your accident attorneys.
Hurt in a crash? Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million, and sweetjames.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, a shocker at the state capitol. Georgia House Speaker John Burns says lawmakers will not draw new political maps during a special session starting today. Burns says they want it to be a thoughtful process.
Just as we do with every other issue that comes before the House.
Democratic Senate leader Harold Jones says while they consider this a victory, they don't think the fight is over.
They'll try to do it again if they believe they can get away with it.
100% they will try to do that.
While in special session, state lawmakers will also have to address ballot QR codes and property taxes. Now, WSB Money Update. The Federal Reserve leaves interest rates unchanged. Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says many now expect an interest rate hike this year.
It did make a nod to the increase in energy prices. And then when you look at what the Fed is specifically targeting here, the expectation for inflation is a lot higher at the end of this year than it was before. They do say that there is the supply shock from the energy prices hike that we've seen because of the conflict in the Middle East as a factor there.
Never before have more infants born in the U.S. made it to their first birthday. Jim Ryan reports on a historic decline in the nation's infant mortality rate.
Medical advances and public health campaigns get much of the credit for the drop in infant deaths. The CDC reported 5.4 deaths per 1,000 live births last year. As low as the number is, it's more than twice the rate of some other industrialized nations, including Italy, Japan, Spain, and Sweden.
The first tropical storm of the Atlantic hurricane season forms in the Gulf. National Hurricane Center Director Dr. Michael Brennan says Arthur has the potential to cause life-threatening flash flooding when it comes on shore at the Texas-Louisiana border.
Everybody in this area needs to make sure you have multiple ways to receive weather alerts, turn on wireless emergency alerts on your smartphone, have a NOAA radio, especially overnight tonight.
The remnants of the storm are expected to bring heavy rain and storms to metro Atlanta starting tomorrow. It is 3:32. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
And it's already a jam-packed Thursday into Midtown and Downtownville with 400 slowing in Lenox, 75 approaching Northside Drive. All that heavy stuff stays with you down to Georgia Tech. Then moderate volume past that to I-20, 75, 85 northbound. That's stacked and packed. The Langford Parkway up to Freedom Parkway. Earlier crash near Truist Park, 285 northbound. The inner loop right around Cobb Parkway, exit number 19. That has cleared to the right shoulder. Southbound delays, though, they're pretty prominent this afternoon, starting just before South Atlanta Road down to I-20. While 285 east and southbound, the inner loop into DeKalb County, those delays are definitely filling in from Georgia 400 into Dunwoody. Then the southbound ride getting slower as you make your way from I-85 into Tucker. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Drying out briefly today, partly cloudy with a high of 86. Muggy for tonight, lows in the low to mid-70s. Heavy rain moving in for tomorrow, as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall here in the metro area. Tomorrow's highs in the mid to upper 70s.
Right now it's 83 in Douglasville, 85 in Snellville, 84 in Locust Grove. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
There comes a moment when you look at your aging parents and think, I just want them safe. I want them at home, and I just want them cared for. Maybe your mom wants to stay in the house she lived in for 40 years. Maybe dad just isn't ready to leave his garden, but you know they can't do it alone anymore. It's Belinda Skelton. I recommend Atlanta-based Four Seasons Home Care. They specialize in helping your loved ones age in place in the comfort and dignity of their own homes. With caregivers you can actually trust, every single caregiver is thoroughly background checked and carefully vetted, because Four Seasons knows when someone steps into your parents' home, they're stepping into your family. Don't settle for just anyone when it comes to the people you love most. Do what I did when my parents needed help. Choose trusted, compassionate home care. Choose Four Seasons Home Care. Google and then call Four Seasons Home Care today.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Oh yeah, this is the McCartney song off the new album I'm digging right now. I'm digging them all, but me and Paul McCartney just been hanging out a lot lately. He told me I'm his favorite fan. Oh, I love you, but you know my heart is breaking over you. You got me on the run. My mind is breaking. Oh, my mind is black and blue. I love you, but I never know. No. All right, I'm glad you enjoyed the musical stylings of Eric Von Hessler, ladies and gentlemen.
Those little flutes reminded me of Wilco.
Wilco?
Uh-huh.
Like what album? They put out like
The
flute album. Wilco puts out like 9 albums a year now.
One of the normal ones.
Back from the 2000s?
Yeah, probably one of those early
I don't remember a lot of flute with Wilco, but you know, they got a lot of stuff.
That like
Well, Zamfir did the Wilco songs.
Zamfir, thank you, Zamfir. Are you talking about the world's greatest flautist?
Pan flutist.
Pan flute, yes, absolutely.
Pansexual.
There was a time in this country, Jared, when a guy who played the pan flute got his own late night commercial for his album. King, what would they call it? They call it the King of the Pan Flute.
The King of the Pan Flute or something.
That's
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You will hear him on certain soundtracks. From
Yeah,
the
Karate
70s.
Kid.
Is he in the Karate Kid?
Yes.
I know that he did Picnic at Hanging Rock, which is a great movie that only I've seen.
Stories like that are what makes this country amazing. The fact that a pan flutist.
No, he's not. I don't think he's from America.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
the fact that he's here, the fact that it aired on our TV here is pretty remarkable.
You got a chance, even if you're a pan flautist. Flautist.
By the way, in
America,
in the McCartney song that you just played, I haven't heard that one before. What was that ow, ow, ow part? Was he like trying to like move his arms or something?
Yeah, I think he was stuck somewhere.
He was like, he's got a little arthritis.
Ooh. Worried
about
it. Started out, it was supposed to be ooh, and then they changed it to oh. You know, he writes based on what happens in his life. It's very important. You guys can have all the fun you want. I'm having all the fun in the world.
I was just concerned about Paul. I was making sure he was
we're
okay.
all concerned.
All right,
You okay over there?
Look at paying us.
5 stars. Album got 5 stars. The Rolling
Pay.
Stone. Problem is, that's right. Nobody
reads that crap.
Nobody reads the Rolling Stone anymore. But you get 5 stars. So one day, maybe they're giving me 5 stars. I just don't know because who's going to pay for a subscription to online Rolling Stone?
Many people.
I already know what's wrong with the Trump administration. I don't need a online music thing to tell me.
I quit subscribing to it in the early 2000s because it was just all politics all the time.
Yeah, they went real politics, especially with the Bush and the war and all of that. It became kind of like a silly thing. It's like, you got stuff about music in here at all? Can anybody? Hey, is Crawdaddy still being published? Can I get a good music? Hey, what about Cream? Is that still being published?
What is still being published?
I don't think anything's still being published.
Mojo. Those British ones are still
there's like a lot of, like, when it comes to music things, it depends like the genre. Like online, there's everything. There's classic rock stuff, and then there's metal stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it's
High
all,
Times.
No, High Times was a biker slash. No, High Times.
No, just about
High Times about pot. What was the biker one?
Easy Rider.
Easy Rider, that's right.
Old floppy Linda on the back of a hog.
Come out, honey.
You know what, though? She loves her man.
You're looking at chicks.
She takes care of her man.
Well, in the
She
80s,
does.
it was the only place you could see women with tattoos was Easy Rider.
Yeah, now
everywhere.
there's no such thing as porn without tattoos. It's ruining everything.
If anything, it's rare to find somebody without tattoos.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he
can
said.
You can you please, just a few ladies out there that are gonna, I don't know what's going on in your life and you turn to porn, but it's if there's someone out there who's close to falling off the edge and into porn that doesn't have tattoos, go on, because we need more non-tattooed porn out there. You'd
Make
be
some
doing
money.
a service. Oh, who cares about money? You'd be doing a service to all of the men of America or the world.
I was
don't
going to
know.
get it on my neck.
No. I just
I saw one once where this girl was supposed to be like having a sleepover with her friends, and then
Yeah.
like somebody comes and like bleh with her, but she had a C-section scar.
early pregnancy. It happens. It happens. Hey, listen. Those are the scars.
Ruining the fantasy.
Did
here,
you
babe.
did you think that you should have thought? Oh, you know what? That's somebody who's got some life experience there.
Didn't ruin
That's
my
right.
fantasy. Highlighted it.
They should have
That's
taken
right.
that scar and put a tattoo around the scar somehow.
Even so, I mean,
Yeah, you're still gonna.
still ruining the idea of like, oh, I'm just
Now was this?
fat.
Was this? First of all, you're the only woman I know that, like men, even gets attracted to things like that. Or you're the only woman I know that admits it. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know. It
might
may
be that.
it may be that. It may be that.
Might be that.
Most women are like, no, I'm looking at their hands and their eyes. Like,
Okay.
Like the last thing I noticed.
I love her extensions.
Oh, there are times where I'm distracted by like, oh, I love that like outfit. Like that's cool. I love her little bra and panty set. It's like that's cute. Where's that?
I've enjoyed an outfit or two in that realm.
Like,
You
I
think
look good in that.
nothing is worse. Nothing is worse than in the middle of a pornography run to have to pull out your phone and see if you can find that particular outfit.
Oh yeah, you take like a screenshot and put it in that Amazon dog or whatever.
Oh, no. Now we have an
Yeah,
app
give
you
it to
can just
me.
hold your phone up to it, and it'll tell you where to order it.
Oh, okay, cool.
It'll also tell you, by the way, you're a freak. Hey, I didn't ask for the editorial part. I just want to know where I can find that
Yeah.
particular necktie.
Maybe if you're into that, then you start asking your devices to like shame you, like tell me I'm bad.
Some people do. Can you do that with
know.
You can make them sassy.
Probably you can do anything with Grok at this point.
Yeah, Grok will
is
do
like
it.
Grok is like at the down by the stream, like a pond or something, like back behind some trees. Like nobody knows what's going on with Grok.
It won't show you inappropriate.
ChatGPT is like the corporate entity. So
Yeah,
I think it
and
would
Claude
do like,
won't do stuff either.
Yeah.
Claude's like, that's illegal.
well, I mean, I don't think any of them should do things that are illegal.
Why would it be illegal? That's funny.
I don't know.
Grok, can you tell me how to build a bomb? No.
I'm like, come on, this is America, Claude.
Come on, Claude. I want
need a little help.
American can't build a bomb? What's the matter with you?
I'm not going to use it.
Anytime Grok.
Oh, okay. As long as you're not going to use it, these are the ingredients you'll need.
The problem that I have with Grok is anytime I get a response back, I can't unhear Elon Musk. I always think that it's Elon Musk responding back to me.
Well, if
with
it was
whatever
Elon
res-
Musk, it would take like 17 minutes for every response.
If you're going to if you're going to build a bomb, first you gather up nitrates, and then or could order plastic off of our dark market, Dark X.
Oh, okay. Hey, can you just have an agent go out there and buy all the materials and build it for me?
Yeah,
and then
absolutely. Yes, $29.99 a month.
Yeah, it's hilarious that SpaceX, such a big part of it is the AI element in the future, and that's coming out of the XAI part. And he admitted just a few months ago that it was just totally trained terribly, Grok. And he said, we're just going to tear it down and restart just from the beginning, which means the version of Grok that's out there now is just this broken thing that they haven't fixed yet.
I guess it's working for what people need, right? But
Well, yeah. If I need a good recipe, yeah. What's that?
recipe. No, people actually have followed. Well, I think recipes are also bad, but they'll also ask for like crochet instructions for
Yeah.
certain things, and then it will print out this, or will show you like this really nice, cute little penguin. You make it with crochet, and then they make it, and it's like something really strange. It's like not a penguin. It's like a
Right.
It's a,
Yeah, because the LLMs, the
large language models.
yeah, all of the Chat GPT, they all hallucinate. Nobody has fixed this. Nobody has fixed the fact that it can give you an answer that's, look, if we're just talking amongst people and you're talking to me and basically everything that I say to you is 98.5% correct, that's pretty passable in the regular world. But it's not passable when you're writing code. Mm-hmm. It's not passable when you're trying to do all of these things they promise us after we are all put out of work. They're going to cure cancer. You cannot hallucinate your way to curing cancer. They never in tech, they never, like us losing our identities and things being hacked. They never actually solve problems before they move on. They just keep on going. So these things will never be, I don't believe in our lifetime there will be a large language model that doesn't hallucinate, and that means you can't rely on it.
Don't you think?
No, I think it's inside of because just trying to scan everything and then all they're doing is trying to predict what the next word should be. It's always a prediction model. It may be a great prediction model, but it's never going to be 100%.
Hey folks, Mark Aram here. All next week at 10:12 a.m. on the Mark Aram Show, I'll have your chance to make your summer a little better. You can win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup from Reliable Heating and Air. Stock the fridge, fill the tank, and make sure your home will be comfortable all summer long. So make sure you're tuned in at 10:12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBRadio.com.
There isn't a room in your house that doesn't need to be organized. Dave Baker here for Artisan Custom Closets. Look around. The master closet, you still have wire racks. The pantry, there's graham crackers in the middle shelf from 2012. Your mud room, why can you only find 3 dirty shoes in there? 3! Your garage? Please. That can all be fixed, though. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master designer at artisancustomclosets.com. Get organized and reward yourself with affordable luxury.
We are here with investment advisor Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and co-host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. And Matt, you've said that a lot of adults come to see you and the team at the Vincent Financial Group. They have their portfolio prepared. They need some guidance, but they're missing one major aspect of their retirement strategy.
Most people seem to come into our office without clearly defined goals. They may have, like a broad hope that, hey, I'm hoping that I can retire at this age. And if I can retire at this age and not have to go back to work and maybe travel like a couple times a year, like I think that's maybe what I'm looking for, something like that, which that's great. If that's where you are, a lot of people don't spend tons of time thinking about this, and it sneaks up on you. But what I would tell you is from someone who's trying to put together the puzzle, I'm going to say, those aren't super clearly defined goals. Like, let's drill down on, you say you want to travel. Why? Tell me more. So there's a whole lot more than just like, I'd like to travel. And then once we've gotten to the point where you're kind of upset that we keep asking you about what else you want to do, what other goals do you have? Once you're like, gosh, there's no more, stop asking me. Right. Okay, now maybe we've got a real clear picture of what your goals look like, and then we can kind of work backwards and we can put together a plan.
What do you want out of your retirement? It's your life's work. It's your financial future. And most importantly, how can the team at the Vincent Financial Group help get you there? Call today for your initial no-cost, no-obligation consultation. 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488. Or get more at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House thanks to CertaPro painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
So after yesterday's runoff, Mike Collins is going to be battling Keisha.
No, it'd be Collins versus John
No,
Ossoff.
I get these races so mixed up. Collins versus John Ossoff for Senate, and then now Rick Jackson versus Keisha Lance Bottoms for Governor. Now, the Collins thing, I don't know. I know there's going to be a lot of money coming. Democrats and outside sources, there's going to be a lot of money coming into Ossoff's campaign because if they want to get the Senate, they need Ossoff to hold, and they need the working class Nazi up there in Maine to win. But they definitely they definitely need. So I would imagine a lot of money is going to come in for that. Now, Rick Jackson versus Keisha. I could be wrong. I just don't see Keisha as a strong candidate for governor. I haven't. Now, I think from their point of view, they're probably feeling pretty good, not because, beating Rick Jackson will be easy, but just, he isn't a career politician. So not only is it his first statewide campaign, it's his first campaign ever. So they can, if you're thinking Keisha, what kind of statewide, does she even have a name with farmers in the south of the state, things like that. She can at least go, yeah, but this guy's a novice. He's never done it. He's never run a statewide campaign. So I guess that kind of helps a little bit. I just see her as a uniquely weak candidate. Just because of her she didn't even run again for mayor.
Yeah, she was a one-term mayor.
And not a very good term. a lot of bad stuff went down. And Atlanta's got a history of, pretty successful mayors. I mean, I don't care what your politics are. You can't say that Andre Dickens he's had a successful mayor.
Definitely.
Homelessness is still out of control, but it's out of control everywhere. I'm not endorsing him or saying, I don't even know. I'm just saying he hasn't been scandalized. He hasn't had, you know what I mean? Those kind of things that happen.
Yeah, he seems to be
and he got reelected. She didn't even run again. So I just don't see her as a strong candidate. But like I said, if I was over there in that camp, I'd be like, well, at least this guy's a first timer. He's never done it before, so who knows? He could make some mistakes. Doesn't mean he will, but he could.
Now, but the other thing though, Eric, is that Rick Jackson spent $100 million of his own money just to win the Republican nomination, and he's got a ton of money left over.
So could he drag Collins up with it? Can he spend so much money?
Yeah.
That and get people out, and then while they're out, they vote down ticket, and Collins becomes a beneficiary of that.
Yeah, that's
I don't
the
know.
question.
Strange,
Willie, is he interested in that? Because I know that's what the Democrats are going to do. They're going to run as a unified
No, you
ticket.
don't have to run as a unified ticket. You just have to, if you get so much money in the governor's race going that you get more Republican turnout than would have been expected. While they're there, it just makes sense that they vote down ticket for Republicans. So you just try to boost, his coattails, basically, his bank account's coattails.
Yeah.
Whether or not that can happen.
Well, he also did a remarkable job with early voting. Like I was looking at some of the numbers. I mean, Rick Jackson got some Republican records for early voting. So if he gets that machine going too,
there is some kind of there's a narrative out there today, the national press, that somehow with Rick Jackson beating Burt Jones, that this is that's some kind of pushback from Republicans in Georgia to Trump. No, because every race is local, and through every commercial, you got the idea that Rick Jackson is going to do whatever the hell Trump wants him to do, and because that was the idea put out there. So I don't necessarily. I know that Trump did endorse Burt Jones, but I don't see a Republican primary vote for Rick Jackson to be an anti-Trump vote. So I think that they just feel like, you know what, if Jackson would have gotten in earlier, Trump would have endorsed him. I feel like that's the thinking. But, we'll see. Can you buy a governorship? I mean,
we'll see. Yeah.
I mean, part of running seems to be you got to have a ton of money.
You got to have a ton of money. And he's spending his own money. Now, you'll never be able to, I don't think that constitutionally, unless you just went to public where all elections had to be public funding. But would that be all elections? Where do you draw the line? Is that city council? Is it, so it's kind of, it's kind of difficult. So it is hard to tell somebody that they can't spend their own money. Now, I mean, it's because it's seen as a form of speech. If I've got a bunch of money and I want to run for office, well, me doing a bunch of commercials that I pay for myself, I can call that speech, and that's been seen as speech. So I don't think you could ever get rid of that.
And because he has so much money, he did say this in his victory speech last night.
I don't care what special interests want, how much they beg, how much they give me. I can't be bought, and I won't back down.
That's that lady who loves to
I like
cut
that lady.
it. Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
So, hey, Rick Jackson may be your, he may be your next governor. So, have fun with your vapes while you can.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
Kick off the summer with a stress-free way to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our guaranteed offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, no new voting maps in Georgia. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien reports live just as a special session was about to get started under the Gold Dome. Georgia Republicans are scrapping plans for redrawing congressional boundaries.
Yeah, Bill, in a sudden and stunning announcement, House Speaker John Burns says there simply isn't enough time to draw new political maps during the special session.
We believe that it's important to do the things the Georgia way, responsibly, transparently, and with ample opportunity for public input.
Democrats like State Senator Harold Jones are cheering the news. He believes Republicans feared a backlash in November.
Throughout this process, the people have really been galvanized and energized. And so those who wanted to actually restrict African Americans' voting power, they saw that and they decided today it was not in their best interest to go forward.
In a statement, Governor Kemp says he does not believe there's a reason to delay the process, but he does acknowledge that it's within the legislature's discretion to defer the issue. Reporting live at the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
87 degrees in Atlanta. The first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season will have an impact on metro Atlanta this week.
Arthur will quickly move into the state of Georgia tomorrow, bringing as much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall throughout metro Atlanta. That could lead to flash flooding concerns. A flood watch is in effect through Saturday morning.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up, and the Red Cross has some advice about flash flooding.
On May 20th, we saw the quickly rising water and vehicles stranded in floodwater on the downtown connector. To avoid that happening again, the Red Cross's Katie Zwerk says they have some warnings.
The most important thing is you never want to walk or drive through floodwaters. We always tell people, turn around, don't drown, find another route.
And tell the kids to keep out of the water.
Because it could be contaminated with sewage and it's dangerous and you don't want anything to happen to them.
Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. releases the text of the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran. Washington correspondent Jonathan Karl reports it reopens the Strait of Hormuz and requires more talks over Iran's nuclear program.
From the start, President Trump had been saying no more nuclear enrichment, no more nuclear program. This concedes that Iran has a case to make for continuing a civilian nuclear program, including enrichment of uranium. It doesn't guarantee it under this agreement, but it says that is something that will be negotiated in the final deal.
The document set to be signed formally on Friday. A suspected meth dealer in Forest Park is nabbed by federal agents. Atlanta U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says they started investigating 36-year-old Myra Porras earlier this year.
The investigation goes back to a transaction in March of this year where Ms. Porras allegedly sold 2 pounds of methamphetamine to another individual in a church parking lot.
Authorities seize about 200 pounds of meth in a Forest Park home. Hertzberg says the suspect was in the country illegally from Mexico. An attempted traffic stop in Clayton County leads to a deputy-involved shooting. The GBI says Clayton County Sheriff's deputies tried to stop a stolen car at the intersection of Jonesboro and Conley Roads in Forest Park when the driver reversed into the front of a marked patrol car. One of the deputies ordered the driver to stop, but instead the driver accelerated forward, and the deputy shot at the car multiple times. The suspect fled the scene and is not yet identified. Based on evidence found in the abandoned car, it appears the driver is injured. Now, WSB Money Update. The Federal Reserve is holding the line on interest rates. New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh says he's focused on one thing:
getting monetary policy right, or as near to it as we can do. That is our North Star.
After the decision to leave interest rates unchanged, Warsh says the U.S. economy is expanding despite the war with Iran. Warsh says he is not going to speculate on future rate hikes. And Wall Street does not like the news coming from the Federal Reserve today. The Dow falls more than 506 points today. The S&P down more than a full percent, and the NASDAQ also down more than a full percent for the day. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, found the reason for the slowing on the west side inner loop. It is due to a crash on 285 northbound. The inner loop just before Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. It is in the left lane, and those delays stretch back to Langford Parkway. 285 south, the outer loop on the west side. That's also a full house this afternoon from South Atlanta Road down to I-20. On 285 south, the inner loop over in DeKalb County, you're encountering the brake lights as you leave Doraville and the I-85 interchange, making your way south through Tucker and into Clarkston. And checking the slow zone out of Brookhaven, or through Brookhaven once again, where we had earlier trouble, 85 northbound, North Druid Hills Road, exit number 89. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Clouds moving out, sunshine this afternoon, heating up to a high of 86. Very muggy for tonight. Temperatures will be in the low to mid-70s. Heavy rain on the way for tomorrow, as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall for the metro Atlanta area. Rain moving out tomorrow evening with highs in the mid to upper 70s.
And right now it's 84 in East Point, 87 in Conyers, and 88 in Marietta. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Dr. Joe, the doctor is in. Dr. Joe is in the house. Dr. Joe.
Yes.
We have an open mic that was addressed to you.
I've never gotten open mic before.
Well, this is your first time. Get ready.
I'm sitting down.
Hey, Eric, can you guys stop having Dr. Joe come in to tell everyone that drinking's bad? You know what else is bad? Barry Manilow.
Good point. Good point.
Nobody ever got in a car accident and died from Barry Manilow music. Yeah.
You don't know that that's not true.
That's true.
Yeah, because someone could have been so moved by his voice
Mandy's
and his singing.
crying,
they were
bam.
crying.
Exactly. Even now.
And that's the one. Even now, when I wake up in the middle. It happens. It happens.
I know. Wouldn't that be horrible on your death certificate? Cause of death?
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
Another Manilow on Manilow. Violence.
She died listening to what she loved.
You know what? That's what they say. She died listening to her favorite artist.
Mothers Against Manilow.
Ma'am. All right, Dr. Joe is here, not to discuss or debate whether or not Barry Manilow is worth listening to. He's here because it's Wellness Wednesday, and we want to, maybe find out what's going to make us feel better.
Well, our first wellness story comes from the Press Rundown. This is Eric's favorite wellness source.
Yes. Well, the Press Rundown, they do wellness well.
They do wellness well.
On Wednesday.
The world's largest opioid review finds that opioids often do not work.
Oh, is there an opioid review? Is that like you mean like REVUE, like a stage show?
No.
Imagine how exciting that would be.
Opioid, the musical. That's just kind of a one guy in the back with a zither.
I'm gonna nod away.
Nod away. All right, so opioids don't work for pain. I find that hard to believe. They do seem to work. They work too well, and people get addicted to them.
Well, that's it. They work for acute pain sometimes, but the problem is chronic pain is when they did it with placebos, and they found pretty much the same results on chronic pain.
Well, what does help chronic pain?
Well, there's a lot of things. Dietary changes, anti-inflammatory, chiropractic care,
Pain management.
neuromuscular work, pain management, yeah.
Isn't it easier just to take a pill?
Yeah, it's true. It's a lot easier.
I mean, you're asking
Isn't
way
that what
too
pain
much.
management kind of is, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Like people prescribing too many opiates.
Oh, yeah. When I go to pain management conferences, it's like, what drug did you give, Eric? Well, I gave
Yeah,
this. How about this?
I can tell you this.
They're just a dealer. At that point.
My wife and I, who are in our 60s now, both of us, whenever we go to a doctor, doesn't matter what kind of specialist you go to, you always get that routine, blood pressure, this,
Right,
that,
yeah.
the other thing. They're always asking you questions. And
What
they're
medications are you taking?
They're just floored that we're not
Oh,
taking.
yeah, isn't that amazing?
They're just floored.
Yes.
Especially with my wife. It's just like they're just floored that we're not on. I take supplements and vitamins and stuff like that, but there's no medication that I take.
You don't have like the little pill
every day.
box for every day.
I take high blood pressure medicine.
Well, you should if you need it. I mean, I'm not saying people shouldn't take it, but it's amazing. These people are amazed.
Yeah.
You're
lying, right?
They just come along and go, okay, you're 60, whatever. What are the medications?
How many? Yeah.
How many? What is it's got to say something that everybody else is on. Now, look, if you need a medication, I think
absolutely
it's a brilliant thing not to be in pain. But I think when you get into the chronic pain, quite often, I get what you're saying, but a lot of times you haven't done the inflammation work, and that's why you're where you are, and you're 68, so the chances of turning it around anytime soon,
pretty slim,
maybe, So I get that people just want to make the pain go away. So I don't know. it's a dicey thing. You don't want people to get addicted to opioids, but
Right.
also I don't think the opposite is, well, you're just going to have to walk around in chronic pain all the time.
No, of course not.
It's
Because
got to be a,
that can lead to other serious things.
misery. I mean,
Exactly.
life is miserable.
No, I mean, if you need drugs, take them. But they're saying the opioids are not
Take 'em if you got
need, not want, Tim. There's a difference there. So
they're just saying they're not as effective as
exactly,
as
and
people
they
think
do
are.
have a lot of long-term side effects.
And
Obviously.
by the way, the reason that people get addicted to them wasn't necessarily the pain. Well, the pain can't be there in order for the euphoria. It was the
Right, yes.
euphoric part of it. We become addicted to drugs that make us feel truly no pain, not just physical pain,
Right,
but
nothing.
mental,
Mental,
all of it.
emotional, all
You
of
know,
it
you're just
gone,
like
yes.
floating. I have to watch myself in this world that we live in. Boy, because there's nothing nicer than just before I go to bed, a little gummy.
Before
I just want
bed?
That normal. Yeah, I have trouble sleeping, thinking about this world. I like to climb into bed, and I'm just, after like 15 minutes, I'm just like, oh, la-di-da.
Listen to my podcast. That'll put you to sleep. Yeah. Let me send you the link.
I think you know already that I was diagnosed as being addicted to your podcast.
I know that,
and
yeah,
so
well,
you shouldn't be suggesting that I go
we
back.
had to block you because
need Joe management.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe management.
Yeah, you blocked us.
Just
You
a little
blocked me
bit of
'cause
Joe every day.
You got a weed.
Yeah, Dr. Joe had to block me for my own good.
That's right. Yeah, you're blowing up our server. Yeah.
I was too into Dr. Joe. All right. Well, if you got pain, don't look for opioids.
Get to the cause. That's always the key.
Get to the
there.
cause, which is usually inflammation or whatever.
Inflammation, misalignments, joints out of place, could be arthritic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a
What
lot
about
of
the fibromyalgia?
fibromyalgia.
What is
yeah.
that?
That's when you get
Every
buildup-
woman in my family claims it's not my. I'm in my blood
It's a
family.
physical manifestation of depression.
That's what I
there you
hear.
go,
I
yeah.
hear it's like
Mhm.
in your mind or
It
something.
could be. Yeah. It
Is
manifests
it
as
or
pain.
isn't it?
Well, no, there is no true diagnosis.
So it's a
of fibromyalgia.
syndrome.
It's a syndrome.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
A
Yeah,
syndrome is when medical science says we can't ignore this. We're seeing a
But-
lot of people, so there is something going
Yeah.
on, but we don't. So we just call it a syndrome.
Yeah, I think there's 8 trigger points, and if you have like 4 of the 8 trigger points, then we can diagnose you with fibromyalgia. But
Give you a bunch of drugs for
give a
it.
bunch of drugs, yeah. But it's usually lactic acid buildup, and lactic acid pinches the nerve, and then it hurts. So
Mm-hmm.
things like nitric oxide open up the blood vessels, will increase circulation.
Ooh, nitric oxide.
And
Nitric,
also-
not nitrous.
Oh,
Big difference.
Nitric oxide.
Big
Let's
difference.
I
go.
thought you meant the stuff. It does that, but also doesn't it make your engine go faster? Like, don't they have those nitrous oxide?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, whippets.
Oh,
yeah, baby.
A nitrous boost on your car.
On the car, yeah. I
Oh,
don't
the
mean
car.
your
I
mind.
thought you
I mean
meant
the car.
whippets. Yeah, that's a good stuff there.
So what are you, as a doctor, you're recommending
Well,
whippets?
back in college, I remember half a night in New Orleans.
Ah.
That's exactly
wow.
right.
Okay, Dr. Joe's
Don't
whippets.
do it, kids.
Don't
Don't do it.
I do not recommend
Dr.
that.
Joe,
It's-
supplemental whippets.
It's for,
Yes.
it's
Bring
for,
your own balloon.
It's for whipped cream on your apple pie. That's
That's
all it's
it.
for.
Amen.
Thank
That's
you.
right. But I was young. I didn't know any better.
He pointed
He
to
didn't
me
have
as
any
if he
apple
did.
pie at the time.
Yeah.
Hey, McDonald's is bringing back their fried
I heard.
apple pie.
Yeah. Is it vegan? I don't know.
That's
Was
how,
it gone
that's-
before? I didn't know it was gone.
They've been doing.
They've
no,
been
they
baking
have,
them. They've been doing a baked.
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
had that.
fry that, baby.
They haven't had that fried hot pocket that tears your tongue, melts your
Yum,
tongue when it comes in contact with the apples.
It used to be cooked in beef tallow when they cooked the fries because they were the same fryer.
Right. Uh-huh.
But no, they changed all that.
I know. So I don't know if it's vegan or not.
Is RFKJR going to?
I was only
force
able
them
to
do it?
convince Steak and Shake.
Oh, couldn't get McDonald's to change
But you know
the
what they were
beef
doing?
tallow?
I'd heard
Too
at Steak and
expensive.
Shake. They were like beginning it in the bad fats and then ending it in tallow or something. One or the
Oh.
other. So they were using both oils.
Maybe they were blanching it.
Blanching it. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah,
Blanching
exactly.
it with the bad,
Yes.
and then cooking it, frying it with the good.
Yes, no,
and by the way, that's a good life advice: blanch with the bad, fry with the good.
There you
It's-
go.
Really, that's
That'll be part of the
if
merch
there's-
for the
if-
Von Hessler Doctrine.
If there's one thing I've taught you as the host of the show, I think it should something you take with you.
I know the bosses are
Blanch with the bad, fry with the
the
good.
bosses are listening right now. That's going to be on the billboard.
The bosses never. I mean, my immediate bosses, but the people who own us wouldn't know me if they bumped into me.
Kick him in the head. Who are you?
No
Yeah.
idea. They would have no idea. If somebody that really owns the station somehow happened to be here walking around and they saw me walking around, they would probably assume I was with the janitorial staff
exactly,
and
yeah,
tell
the
me that
toilet's dirty,
something needs
sir,
to,
yeah.
something needs to be cleaned up.
You're that Blanche guy, right? The
Yeah.
Blanche.
Are you the
Blanche?
Blanche with the good, fry with the bad?
You cause our stock to soar because of the sale of T-shirts.
Yeah, well, I'm
That's
doing
it.
everything I
I
can.
know. We're all working for
I
it.
just
man.
want to be noticed.
I know.
All right, we have to go to traffic.
I'm going to tell you this.
Dr. Joe, sit on it.
I'm on
As
it, man.
They used to say on the Happy
This
Days.
next wellness story that we're going to get to is absolutely ridiculous. It is untrue.
Is that your
completely
tease?
false. It is completely false. Completely. I'm not a doctor.
Hold
I'll
on.
tell you it's false.
You are a radio person. That sounded to me like a radio tease. I'm intrigued. I ain't changing my station.
I can't wait for the commercials to end so I can hear this.
Good afternoon to Alex Williams. Alex is starting with better news on 285 in Southwest Atlanta.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric, Dr. Joe, all the doctrinaires. We do have that better news to start the afternoon, Eric. It is a crash that just cleared out of the left lane, 285 northbound, the inner loop on the west side, between Cascade Road and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, so those delays are improving. Not improving is that southbound ride, leaving the Smyrna area, just trying to get down to I-20, the West Freeway. South side perimeter, 285 eastbound, the outer loop, leaving or getting past the airport and through those airport tunnels. You're bunched up in the right lanes with all those trucks and traffic trying to get on to I-75 southbound, and then the east and northbound ride gets a little sluggish in DeKalb County from I-675 up to I-20, the East Freeway. Traffic brought to you by One Medical Seniors, over 65 and looking for convenient primary care. One Medical Seniors is ready to take care of you. Call them today at 833-312-3204. That's 833-312-3204. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Father's Day is coming up, and if you're still shopping, congratulations. You've inherited your father's procrastination. Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine, and I'm on Cameo. Let me send your dad, grandpa, uncle, stepdad even, a personalized Father's Day greeting as myself. Or Donald Trump? Elon Musk? Or Sam Elliott? Just search T. Andrews ATL on Cameo. That's T. Andrews ATL on Cameo. Father's Day is June 21st. Your excuse window is closing.
At D. Geller & Son Jewelers, we're proud of our incredible selection of engagement rings and wedding bands. But sometimes, the best thing about seeing so many styles in one place is getting ideas because the perfect one might not be right in front of you. That's why, since 1939, D. Geller & Son has used our amazing craftsmanship and industry experience to make custom jewelry from the ground up. Come in, talk to one of our experts who's been here for decades, sketch something out, and watch it go from CAD to wax model to a finished piece with heirloom quality that you can pass down for generations. She's gonna look at that ring for the rest of her life, so make it its own story when you build it custom at D. Geller & Son. And see why Atlanta's trusted us since 1939 to get the ring right and build it to last. In Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Affordable jewelry for everyone is at D. Geller & Son.
Not all foundation repair companies measure up.
I'm Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and we set the industry standards for quality.
There's Ramjack, and then everyone else. Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Ramjack. You don't have to check the heat index to know that summer is here. That's right, it's time for long days filled with cookouts, pools, and travel. At All Care, we hope you're taking a break, but we're not. All Care is always available 7 days a week at 15 Atlanta area locations. And we offer online scheduling, same-day appointments, and availability for urgent needs and walk-ins. You can even get your pre-travel physical after hours or on the weekend. This summer, have fun and stay healthy with All Care.
Mom's home cooking. Thoughtful, caring, and made with love. Wouldn't it be great if home improvement companies did that? Painting Plus does.
Hi, it's Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. For 3 decades, we've taken that same personal, thoughtful, and caring approach to your home's exterior remodel.
Locally owned Painting Plus. The plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Your complete exterior solution.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com. Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorney.
Sweet James, the only firm to call if you're hurt in a crash. 800-9-million and sweetjames.com.
Your garage door struggles. Your windows are drafty. Your front door's outdated. We feel your pain. Every opening of your home is ready to be upgraded. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Updating every opening of your home will improve your curb appeal and lower your energy bills. With flexible financing and payment options, you can start saving right now. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Belinda Skelton here, and I'm with Troy Pensa. Took me up on my free offer of a heart scan from Virtual Imaging and has an incredible story to tell.
I had actually signed up for an Ironman triathlon. As a proactive measure, I went to Virtual Imaging to get my heart scan done. Turns out that my score was a little higher than anticipated. Luckily, my primary care physician took serious notice of it, referred me to a cardiologist. I had my stress test and found out I had 3 blockages.
You weren't having any symptoms.
As an athlete and somebody who's been active my entire life, I never thought that I would even have a remote blockage, but turns out that it's hereditary.
You didn't even experience any chest pains?
None whatsoever.
Wow, that's the scary part. What are you waiting for? Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan with few minimum requirements. If not for yourself, then do it for a loved one. Call now at 770-678-SCAN or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com. 770-678-SCAN.
It's 420.
Oh.
I know doctors don't.
You're too old to get that reference.
I'm too old?
Yeah.
I'm too old to get the 420 reference?
Yeah, that's for young kids, yeah.
No, that started back in the 70s, I believe.
Did it really? I don't know about that. I thought
420's been around. Hey, listen. Are you going to try to out marijuana trivia?
No,
I am the marijuana trivia master.
To you, a great one, yes.
In the fall of 1971. Well done.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Wow. See?
Well, you can check me, but
that's it. Yeah, but you're going to be wrong.
Dr. Joe,
Yes.
tell people how they can get more Dr. Joe.
Sunday nights at 4:20. No, Sunday nights. 8 to 10 right here on WSB. We have the Dr. Joe Show. We take your calls and we discuss topics that are going to help get you well and keep you well.
Oh,
and if you have any questions, you can email me through my website, drjoe.com, drjoe.com, because
he wants to be your doctor.
There you go.
I just ordered Dr. Joe's Whippets right here. So
there you go.
Now they're organic. It's organic nitrous oxide inside of. They're clean. They're the little capsules. You break them and then
BPA
right there.
free balloons, right?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
They're made out of lamb sacks.
In case there are lawyers listening, that was comedy. It was a bit. It was a bit. It was a comedy bit. It's kind of crazy. Like if it went the other way, and doctors were saying you should do that. Get it? Okay. All right. Just want to make sure, sometimes people don't get it. They'll walk around. They'll go to a cocktail party and say, "Did you hear that Von Hessler doctrine? They were telling kids that they should." Can you believe that?
People are
gosh.
dumb.
Yeah, we got to deal with it though.
And then my stupid kid did it.
Should have raised them better.
I'm going to blame those people on the radio.
That's right.
It's got nothing to do with my personal parenting style. All right. You were very beside yourself.
Yeah,
which means you're probably wrong. I've known you long enough.
I am 100% right about this one.
Go
This
ahead.
is this Alice Lilly over the Telegraph is completely wrong with this story. Apparently, her headline reads, "Why cuddling your cat might not be the perfect end to a stressful day." Let me tell you this. When I get home, there is no better feeling than watching my little cat come down the stairs. He's so fat. He struggles to get down the stairs. He's so excited to see me that he starts headbutting the stairs. He wants to jump into my arms.
Food.
He's already been fed. Tina's already fed him. Tina
By
gets
the
home
way,
before me.
he's already overweight, but he's expended as much energy as he possibly can without passing out.
The second I pick up his little self like that, he just starts turning into a big ball of purring like that. He's the cutest thing in the
now,
world.
is there a science behind this, or is this just an opinion that she had?
It's a study that she put together.
Okay,
yes.
all right. So you're mad at her for reporting on a study?
I'm very upset
She's
about
just
this.
reporting the study. She didn't do the study. All right, why is
From
Jared
Open
wrong?
University.
I think Jared needs a cat right now.
He has a cat.
I know, but
He
he's
has a
turning
cat,
red.
that's why.
He's so stressed out.
I know,
and now,
yeah.
this moment in time.
I know his
need
cat
to-
story has stressed him out.
Yeah,
I need
so-
Buddy the cat
exactly.
right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it turns out it's not even really Jared. It's his cat.
Yeah.
He pulls off his mask and it's his cat. Fatty.
Surprise! Meow. Meow.
Is there anything to this? I don't know. I find that pets, after a while, they just kind of annoy me, and I put up with them.
I'm with you.
They're great when they're young, and it's special.
cute,
And then after
yeah.
a while, they're just like roommates who don't pay for
yeah.
any bills or anything, and they seem to not give a damn.
This gal says dogs are different. Dog owners did not show the
wrong.
same pattern. Interactions with dogs neither reduced or intensified negative emotions. So dogs were neutral.
Yeah.
Cats were negative.
Negative.
Why? Can somebody tell me what is it about the cat thing that the study is saying is negative? Is it gets you too hyped up and then it doesn't
Exactly.
and then you end up just going back to being miserable?
It evokes so many emotions within you that it actually evokes the negative emotions as well. It amplifies your emotions, and that's the emotion that's on top.
This sounds like an argument for stoicism.
Yes, that's right. We want nothing. I am a rock. I am an
Highly
island.
misunderstood
Yes.
stoicism.
Huh?
The highly misunderstood stoicism.
Stoicism. That means
don't care.
It means don't feel anything.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Aurelius. He was the Roman emperor, and he wrote all this stuff. You know what I found? And Stoicism is kind of linked to his name as a philosophy, and I just found this out. He was addicted to whatever their heroin was.
Laudanum?
I don't know what it was, but it was a heroin-like thing. And so this Aurelius, Aurelius. Yeah, he was doing a heroin-like drug every single day.
Wow.
So much like John Lennon, his wisdom came through drugs.
Ancient gummies is what it was, right?
Yes, ancient gummies. Dr. Joe, have a great week.
Thank you so much.
But first, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say I'll see Tim on Sunday, but everyone else I'll see next weekend.
Okay, well, that's nice. Now, before you leave, I need you to come over here, get on your knees, and serve me.
Adjust your feet.
Yes, that's
Careful
what I meant.
there, yes.
I meant adjusting my feet.
People solutions.
Whatever you're there.
Alex Williams says it's stacked and packed. We should say S&P'd. It's S&P'd through downtown.
You better believe it, my friend. It is a slow Wednesday afternoon through the heart of the city, even just trying to get there with the 400 southbound delays grabbing you at Lenox, 75 from Moore's Mill. Both of those will take you about 30 minutes just to make that trek down to I-20. And we just had a crash on I-20 eastbound in East Atlanta, clear to the left shoulder, right around Boulevard, exit 59. 75-85 northbound slows University Avenue up into Midtown, and still a little slow 85 north getting past trouble trying to clear at North Druid Hills Road. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House, thanks to CertaPro Painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Dave Baker here. If you've ever had to sort through a pile of lumber on the job site, you know that's time you don't get back. That's not good. That's why builders trust Randall Brothers. Randall Brothers stocks premium lumber that's straighter, cleaner, and ready to perform, not something you have to pick through board by board. And Randall Brothers understands what quality means when your name is on the project. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries, randallbrothers.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-611-2046. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-611-2046. That's 800-611-2046. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, just as a special session was getting started at the state capitol today, Georgia Republican lawmakers scrap plans to redraw the state's congressional maps. House Speaker John Burns says there's not enough time.
Changes to our district maps have the potential to impact every voter in Georgia, and they deserve the same thoughtful, fact-driven process that has always guided the House.
Democratic Senate leader Harold Jones says the voice of the people was heard, and that's why Republicans changed course.
And people looked at that and they said, we don't want to do that. And so people stood up, and I think they saw that, and they actually backed down.
While in special session, state lawmakers will also have to address ballot QR codes and property taxes. It is 86 degrees now in Atlanta. How much rain is coming thanks to a tropical system? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. All new this half hour, Cobb County Police announced an arrest in last week's home invasion on Marietta Street in Powder Springs. The homeowners say they woke up to a masked man in their house who fired a shot at them when they confronted the suspect. Sergeant Eric Smith with Cobb Police says the suspect, 20-year-old Stephen Michael Cartel Hilton, has been arrested out of state.
Detectives learned that Hilton had fled to Lima, Ohio. Detectives coordinated with the Lima Police Department, who took Hilton into custody.
He's charged with home invasion and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. A massive crowd gathers at State Farm Arena today, causing chaos for an event organized by one of the world's top internet streamers. Kai Cenat has more than 20 million followers. He hosted auditions this afternoon for his Streamer University. State Farm Arena says the event had to be shut down due to the crowd size. Atlanta police say they made one arrest during the event. A man is charged for pedestrian in the roadway. At the G7 summit in France, President Trump praises the U.S. peace agreement with Iran.
Reached an agreement with Iran that achieves everything we set out to accomplish, everything and much more. Ending the current conflict, reopening the Strait of Hormuz.
The president says world leaders are thrilled with the agreement. The U.S. releases text of that 14-point memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran. It's set to be signed soon. President Trump says Iran will be hit again if they don't behave. WSB Money Update. The Federal Reserve leaves interest rates unchanged. Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says there could be a rate hike later this year.
What we're looking at now is a drastically different outlook for the Fed, in that at the start of this year and even at the last meeting, we were expecting interest rate cuts. Well, now the possibility looks more likely from many Fed officials that it could be going higher.
When it comes to spending money, reporter Jim Ryan says consumers continue to defy economists' expectations.
Retail sales jumped 0.9% last month, more than double the gain of April. Analysts say, though, that much of the increase came as a result of higher gas prices, which drove up receipts at service stations. Take out food and energy, retail sales rose by 0.7%.
The first tropical storm of the Atlantic hurricane season forms in the Gulf.
The main threat from Arthur is going to be a prolonged multi-day heavy rainfall event that could produce dangerous to life-threatening flash flooding.
National Hurricane Center Director Dr. Michael Brennan says Arthur is expected to move inland at the Texas-Louisiana border tonight. Heavy rain with possible flooding is expected in metro Atlanta starting tomorrow, and the Red Cross is urging people to be prepared.
The best way that you can do that is listen to your local area radio, such as this station right here.
The Red Cross's Katie Zwerk says the start of hurricane season is a good time to stock up on supplies, including water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, and a radio. She also reminds us not to drive through standing water because we don't know how deep it is. The Diamond Dogs face another do-or-die game at the College World Series tonight. Georgia meets Oklahoma for the second time after losing to the Sooners earlier this week. Georgia stayed alive with a 2-0 win over Texas last night in Omaha. The Dogs have to beat Oklahoma twice to advance to the championship series. It is now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Watching the ride around Metro Atlanta, and it's a busy one this afternoon, Bill. Checking I-20 is that crash. Still works on the left shoulder in East Atlanta. 20 eastbound right around Boulevard exit 59. So that's put a little extra pressure on the ride. 20 eastbound delays start back at Lowry Boulevard as you pass the downtown connector. Then out in DeKalb County, not terrible. Some brake lights scattered about in both directions between Wesley Chapel and the mall at Stonecrest. 20 westbound the West Freeway, you're seeing the delays in West Atlanta, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive over to I-285. Then you're going to bunch up again as you pass Thornton Road, exit 44 out in Lithia Springs. The right lane slow on 20 eastbound from Riverside Parkway over to I-285, the west side perimeter. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, warm and muggy this evening. Temperatures will be slow to cool into the low to mid 70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, off and on rain showers and thunderstorms. Some will be heavy at times, as much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall possible through Friday morning. Drier weather moving in for Friday afternoon.
Right now it's 84 in Vinings, 87 in Loganville, and 85 in McDonough. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Great service starts with great people. Chris Chandler with one of those great people. It's Josh Brooker, local owner of TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
It's not just the fully stocked trucks or having the right tools. Our people make the difference. So we hire kind, honest, hardworking technicians and then spend hundreds of hours training them on the TE Certified way.
TE Certified, we love your home.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Hurt in a crash? Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million and sweetjames.com.
Hi, I'm Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union. We're excited to introduce our new kid and teen accounts, complete with in-app parental controls and a debit card. It's a safe, simple way for your child to learn smart money habits with the caring and friendly support you deserve from your local credit union. Get started online, call us, or stop in one of our 11 Northwest Georgia locations. At Coosa Valley Credit Union, we care about you and your family every step of the way. So come see us.
Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
I never thought my closet would be a room I'd find myself sitting in, but I'm basking in the glow of newly installed rods, shelves, and drawers that make up my Artisan Custom Closet. Schedule your free design consultation with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com.
All right, Shelley Winters joined us. Came in here with he was steaming. He was steaming mad. He was, I would say, he was disappointed, really, with the state of Georgia. And I saw this story the other day. So what is this? Nationwide, because of the 250th birthday of the country, there's going to be a big time capsule, and each state gets to put one thing in there. And Shelley came in, and he was beside himself when he found out what are we as the state of Georgia contributing to the nationwide 250th birthday time capsule.
A Masters pin from the Masters.
Oh.
That's kind of lame.
Very lame.
Yeah,
we're like 50th in education, and we're putting in a golf tournament pin for 250 years from now.
Yeah.
People will open that up and say, "Oh, this state was famous for golf."
Which we kind of are.
Yeah. I mean, no.
I
but
could see if you could put in 3 items that one of them would be the Masters
Michigan
pin.
put in a Peto ski stone, the official state stone, formed 350 million years ago.
Okay,
that's impressive.
It's not the only one they have, though.
Idaho
they
put in a star garnet. Nebraska. They put in vice grip pliers. See, that's insulting to Nebraska.
Well, were they invented there?
I don't know.
Did we just learn something?
It's not even a vice grip pliers. It's an archival photo symbolizing the state's industrial commercial history.
Why don't they put a corn in?
It's not even a real pliers. It's
These
a
are all
picture.
lame.
Yeah, I know.
They're
It's
all lame.
Like 250 years from now. Hey, if you could hear me, if there's a time traveler, just don't bother.
Well, like at least like Alabama put poems in there. Like that's nice. At least that's
That
better.
showed we had some kind of
Oh, let me read some
coming from
poems.
Alabama, right? There once was a man from Nantucket.
Right. He said poems, not limericks, Shelley. I don't know. I would have put. I was thinking like, what would. I take it you have better ideas.
I think we have the CDC here. We have Georgia Tech here.
Oh, yeah, put a virus in there.
I mean, there's one.
So then
one
when
of
they
the things
open
they
it
have
later-
is man's
hold on.
DNA, the molecular
Easy for you to say.
representation of our DNA.
Yeah.
Is one of the things.
I have
that's
a better
going in there.
idea. Signed photo of Blondie from Claremont Lounge.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
There
and
it
the
is.
crushed can.
And
the
there it is.
crushed can.
That's
Yeah.
better than a master's
Yeah.
pin.
I totally agree.
I think a flyer from Magic City, as you were saying
Absolutely.
earlier, might be
Yeah.
better.
with the dancers on it.
Freeze-dried
But we
chicken
have to
wing.
We have to diversify the dancers. I just think this whole thing is going to make us look like the idiocracy that we are.
Okay, well, we didn't start that, and we're all going to be dead when they open it up. So here's the good news. The good news, Shelley, you and I will not be around to be humiliated when they open it up.
Your ancestors will, and they'll say, hey, my great-grandfather
My
lived during this time.
descendants, my ancestors came
Oh, that's
before
right.
me.
You're
I
right.
don't know
You're
how
right.
yours
My-
works. I don't know how your
right,
bloodline works.
My bad. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate it. But no, it's true. They will look back and say, my great-grandfather, Eric, I thought he was smart. He was on a radio.
Yeah.
They've got a master's pin from where he was from.
I think it's going to be important that 250 years of my family, of the word going around that I was smart, that needs to be put to an end at some point anyway.
No.
Just in the name of truth.
No.
I think 250 years from now, people ought to know that Eric, he wasn't all that bright.
No, that's
much
not
like
gonna
the
happen.
state he was a
There.
radio host in.
That's what they're going to say.
He was a fitting Georgian.
250
Kind of a letdown.
250 years from now, your family, your descendants are going to
Yes.
look back and say, our great-grandfather, whatever it is, great-great-great-grandfather was a brilliant man. They're going to say that because of what you did for a living.
What do you think this country is going to look like in 250 years? You think
If
they're
we're
gonna
still here.
Give a damn about time
Constantly on
capsule
fire.
somewhere.
It'll just be constantly on fire.
You think the news cycle moves fast now? How enamored is the country going to be in 250 years?
We'll have universal basic income. Everybody's going to be
Yes.
happy. We'll be living to be 200 years old.
That's
I'm
right.
optimistic about the future. It's
Why
gonna
are
be
you
great.
optimistic? You're not going
It's
to
gonna
be there.
great. I won't be there,
You
but
won't
it'll
be
be great.
there. I
We're
don't
gonna fix
care
it.
about the future because I'm not going to be there. I hate to really sort of reveal the whole thing, but the future,
That's fair.
It seems to me, it's up to the people in the future to solve their own problems. I don't know why they got to be on my shoulders.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why do
That's
I got? Again, we can't even solve the problems in front of us. I got to start thinking about what's going to be. I got to worry about the entertainment of time capsule lovers in 250 years. Hey, you know what I say? You know what I say to the people who are opening? You put this in the. Record this, isolate this, would put it in there. The people 250 years from now. Go to hell.
Yeah.
I don't care about you. I didn't live in your time.
We got to watch RFK Jr.'s bloodline. In Maine, apparently, they're going to put a whale bone from a North Atlantic right whale inside
wow.
this America 250
Those are
capsule.
going extinct. You know, they spawn off the coast of Georgia. They do. You're right.
Maybe we should put one of those in there.
Well, why? You know, I'm from Massachusetts.
Yeah, he's not from Maine.
No, but I'm saying, like, you know how he likes to collect, like, the bones
Well, he's
and
about
stuff?
he's about dead animals more
Yeah.
than about the state. I
Yeah.
would say that he lives in the state of dead animals.
Yes. And I also enjoy chasing children around the pool. So.
Did you see this headline today, by the way, while you're here? That I mean, talk about, first of all, John Ossoff, a year ago, Republicans considered this the easiest Senate seat to turn over. That's changed now. It's going to be a difficult seat. But for all of that, I saw a headline today. I couldn't
I know what
believe
you're
it. It's
gonna
like there are Democrats who want John Ossoff to run for president in 28, and he's having to say, hey, I got to worry about my Senate thing now.
Yeah, he's actually, shameless plug, he's going to be on my show live tonight at 8:06.
And
Hello, Shelley.
What are you going to tell Shelley tonight?
I love pecans.
And are you going to pretend that you have no interest in running for president?
I have no interest in running for president. I just want to focus on all the issues that Georgia cares about, like, you know,
who can use the bathroom and all that
Pecans.
stuff. And pecans. What pecans can use the bathrooms?
I honestly.
But of course, they always say this before they run, right? You don't want to when you're in the middle of a Senate re-election. The last thing, it's just bad bad form to say, hey, if you re-elect me, I'm gonna bail and go run for president.
Well, the thing is,
I just can't see him run. I've never thought once of him as somebody who might be a good
tell you why.
presidential candidate.
With the Democrat field so up in the air, right? And he's a moderate. I know we're going to paint the picture here in Georgia of some far left progressive, which he's not. But with the field so open, every name is going to be thrown out there. I've seen Warnock's name thrown out there a couple months ago. Every prominent politician, Warnock is doing stuff. He's traveling the country. So there are going to be a lot of names.
Ossoff never ran over his girlfriend's feet, though.
Right.
I think he's got a
will you
slight advantage.
Will you get a divorce? I wouldn't do it, but I certainly understand.
But of course you would do it.
I wouldn't do it.
We are not for that at all.
Do it, right. But when you're chasing me down in the parking lot, I wouldn't do it. There I go again, getting in trouble.
Oh, well, Shelley, that's why we enjoy tuning in every night at 7:04.
You never know what he's going to say.
You just don't know. That's that Shelley win. And you know what? He's having a bad day. He's Mr. Politics. He's Mr. Georgia Politics. Everybody you voted for lost yesterday.
Everybody. Every single.
You and me
the
both.
worst. It's the worst. Coming off of the presidential election where I called that correctly, everybody I endorsed lost.
He called like Trump like 8 months before he's going to win this.
Everybody lost. I had a bad night.
Yeah,
last
he's
night.
sad. You see him. He's very, very sad. It's all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they're all bought. They're all going to make your life a little bit more miserable, whoever wins. So don't worry about it. It's a wash.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry about
You're
it.
right. You give such great advice, Eric.
Shelley, my high school baseball coach had a saying that when our team was terrible our freshman year, he said, you win some, Jared, you lose some, and the others get rained out. Well, we're in a lose some category. Now we're okay.
Oh, I thought, no, the first thing his coach used to say is, it's not my fault.
Right.
Alex Williams. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you, guys.
Alex Williams sees brake lights on 85 North into Gwinnett.
Yeah, all volume I'm watching right now, Eric, 85 northbound. It starts in DeKalb County as you approach Chamblee-Tucker Road. The brake lights are going to stay with you, passing I-285 up into Norcross toward Indian Trail Road. And a little bit more of a delay, but not terrible, between Duluth and Suwannee from Old Peachtree Road up to 985. 400 northbound is a crowded ride in Sandy Springs, 285 up toward Northridge Road. And then also seeing some delays as you leave Alpharetta into Forsyth County. Those brake lights will find you just north of Windward Parkway, and you'll stay on and off the brake pedal up to Highway 20. 75 northbound in Cobb County, not a terrible ride, but it is a little sluggish from South Marietta Parkway up toward Highway 92 in Ackworth. 575 northbound, also a bit crowded, leaving I-75 up toward Town Lake Parkway. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
All next week at 10 to 12 a.m. Make sure you're listening to The Mark Arum Show for your chance to win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup for my friends at Reliable Heating and Air. Budget's tight everywhere. Think of this as a little less pressure on your budget. Fuel for the road, food for the fridge, and comfort at home for the summer. Tune into The Mark Arum Show at 10, 12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBRadio.com.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Arum here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Summer can be a lot of fun, but summer can also stink. You're outside enjoying the yard, but what is that smell? Hi, I'm Shannon, the owner of Scorpion Septic. That foul odor is the summer heat telling you that your septic system needs Scorpion Septic.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Details online, scorpionsepticservices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
There comes a moment when you look at your aging parents and think, I just want them safe. I want them at home, and I just want them cared for. Maybe your mom wants to stay in the house she lived in for 40 years. Maybe dad just isn't ready to leave his garden, but you know they can't do it alone anymore. It's Belinda Skelton. I recommend Atlanta-based Four Seasons Home Care. They specialize in helping your loved ones age in place in the comfort and dignity of their own homes. With caregivers you can actually trust, every single caregiver is thoroughly background checked and carefully vetted, because Four Seasons knows when someone steps into your parents' home, they're stepping into your family. Don't settle for just anyone when it comes to the people you love most. Do what I did when my parents needed help. Choose trusted, compassionate home care. Choose Four Seasons Home Care. Google and then call Four Seasons Home Care today.
There's a difference between a backyard and a space you never want to leave. At Ben Hill Renovations, they design and build outdoor living spaces that feel like your own private retreat. Custom pools, outdoor kitchens, and patios, all crafted with a level of detail that only comes from 60 years of experience.
Hey, it's Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations. Let us create the outdoor living space of your dreams that fits within your budget.
Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
All right, Shelly, back. Go right. Okay, yeah, right there.
Well, good news, Eric. We just got an email during the break. A guest invite here. Since we're getting 90 degree temperatures coming in the next couple of months, we can get a temperature expert on the show.
Wet bulb? I want to hear about the wet bulb.
Yes.
Is that a sex toy?
Well, sort of. I mean, it depends. It used to be, but no, that's what they're calling the heat. It's a wet bulb. You know, they have all these new terms.
And there's all new. Yeah, it's
Heat
like
dome.
Yeah, heat dome. You've got the what is it? The river, the atmospheric
river, the wet bulb.
These are things that they can't have just been invented. Like they've been around my whole life. We're just naming them things, right?
Don't forget the Godzilla El Nino we're experiencing now.
Yeah. By the way, doesn't that go back? It's like the El Nino. What does that stand for? El Nino.
It means the boy.
Okay, so
and
this
La Nina is the girl.
Is the girl. Okay, so this is Godzilla the boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because Godzilla comes up from inside the ocean, and so does the El Nino.
I think it's meant to be
too much heat.
It's a big
Yeah,
El
it's
Nino,
too much.
big
Well,
boy.
It's like 700 miles of heated water, from what I understand. Or I just made that up in my mind. George, can you look that up and see if I just made that up in my mind? I think that the reason I think it's going to be a monster El Nino is because there's like 700 miles of hot water that's too hot in the Pacific Ocean.
Too hot.
It's too hot.
That water's too hot.
Do you want me to invite this summer heat expert on the show?
No.
Oh.
What does it take to be a summer heat expert? I have
I'm very experienced in heat. It's hot out, guys.
Yeah.
I got a meteorology degree from Hades.
I mean, make sure you hydrate, put on plenty of sunscreen. But I got to book that guy to get that information.
Exactly.
He's an expert after all.
You guys, do you feel hot?
It's getting hot in here.
Are you guys hot outside when you go outside?
Well,
that's because that's correct.
And also the heat expert here can tell you exactly what you're experiencing. I think
Yeah,
it has
you're probably going to get some sweating.
Yeah, that's happening on my skin. Heat expert. What is
Yes,
that?
exactly.
It seems
exactly
to be getting,
right.
I don't really understand it. It's a
Well, then
change.
your body is functioning perfectly.
Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that. George, did you find out about the
9,000 miles of
Ooh.
superheated water
Oh.
will travel through the Pacific?
Exactly, and that's why you need a heat expert.
Yeah, well, you're not a meteorologist. If I wanted to talk about El Nino, I'd probably or La Nina.
La Nina, please.
Okay,
She knows.
I would,
She knows.
Well, I know she's an expert on heat, but I don't know that she's an expert.
To be an expert on heat, you got to be an expert on water.
Not necessarily, because water
Well,
cools you
I
down. She's not a
also-
cool expert.
I
Not
am
hot
of
water.
Hispanic origin, so I have a natural heat.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
She's spicy.
Both of them are available for in-studio interviews, live remote
In
interviews.
studio?
Yeah. Morning
That's
show
right.
segments.
Interview me.
News feature
My favorite
segments.
soup, French onion. What else?
So she'll answer any
I
question.
like a side Caesar.
Is your bulb wet?
You know it.
So is that what they're calling this? A wet bulb? Is
I
that
don't know.
what-
When the heat stops and it's very humid, I guess they call it the wet bulb. I don't know.
Yeah. I like all these new names. Got that boring hurricane's gonna be named Arthur. Hey, Arthur. Or the Fonz.
I loved Arthur.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
Hey, Mr. C, I got to stop by New Orleans and pick up the Beauregard triplets. Hey.
Nobody gets these references anymore. Nobody. George, what was that a reference to? He has no idea.
Happy Days or something?
Yeah. You got brought it in.
Good guess.
Let's bring the Arthur Fonzarelli stuff up to the Water Boy. Nothing. No Henry Winkler references before the
How
Water
nice.
Boy.
I caught a trout.
Alex Williams says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 285 in DeKalb.
Well, good news, Eric. They made quick work of this one. We're able to get it out of travel lanes, 285 northbound, the outer loop between I-20 and Glenwood Road, exit 44. Still slow back before Flat Shoals, but I think or hope those delays at least should improve. Just found new trouble on the west side perimeter. All lanes shut down as they're going to try to get this crash from two left lanes to the right shoulder. 285 southbound, the outer loop, South Atlanta Road, exit 16. You're stacked up as you leave I-75. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Your deck is more than just a place to flip a burger or have a cup of coffee. It gathers your friends and family on all your favorite occasions and is there to enjoy every day. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we build beautiful, high-quality decks at a reasonable price. We're licensed and insured, provide exceptional customer service, design help, and we'll work with the materials you want. Strength, durability, beauty. Decks done differently. Built by Nelson Exteriors. Get your free estimate. Google Nelson Exteriors.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
When I was a kid, my dream wasn't a mansion. It wasn't a yacht. It was a 250cc Kawasaki dirt bike sitting in the garage. That garage and that bike represented freedom. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. At A1 Garage Door Service, we know your garage holds more than tools. It holds dreams. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
Termites eating your home are scary, but the skyrocketing cost of your termite protection is even scarier.
Dave Baker with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management. Your customers have no need to be afraid of the cost going up.
Your termite protection shouldn't feel like a car payment. Switch your termite protection to Breda and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
No one chewing on your home or your wallet.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, a special session under the Gold Dome, will not include redrawing Georgia's voting maps. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien reports live on today's surprise decision.
Yeah, Bill, and that decision has virtually changed the focus of this whole special session. House Speaker John Burns says lawmakers determined there's simply not enough time to draw new maps right now.
We believe that it's important to do the things the Georgia way, responsibly, transparently, and with ample opportunity for public input.
Senate Democratic leader Harold Jones calls the decision a victory, but he worries it could come up again.
So we're going to continue to push our issues, and we're going to continue to make sure that people of Georgia realize what was at stake and what continues to be at stake, quite frankly.
In a statement, Governor Kemp says he does not believe there's a reason to delay this process. Lawmakers have wrapped up the first day of the special session. They still have to address ballot QR codes. That'll impact the 2026 election. And they also have to take action on property taxes. They're back here tomorrow, and the plan is to wrap up on Monday. Reporting live at the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
87 degrees now in Atlanta. The first tropical storm of the season will impact our weather.
That means widespread heavy rain as well as some gusty winds for metro Atlanta. Wind gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour possible for tomorrow evening.
Will it dry out in time for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. And the Red Cross says now is the time to get ready for potential flooding in metro Atlanta.
With the possibility of heavy rain and flash flooding, the Red Cross's Katie's Work says make sure to heed any warnings and watches.
It's so important when a flood comes through because it can happen so quickly. You want to move immediately to higher ground.
Zwerk says the flooding on the connector was a lesson for us all.
You truly don't know how deep it is, and water can rise very rapidly, as we saw when that happened a few weeks ago.
Zwerk says keep your kids out of the flood water because one doesn't know what's in it. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
A suspect in last week's home invasion on Marietta Street in Powder Springs is arrested in Lima, Ohio.
The homeowners woke up to a masked intruder in their house who fired a shot when they confronted the suspect.
Sergeant Eric Smith with Cobb Police says 20-year-old Stephen Michael Cartel Hilton is charged with home invasion and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. The feds nab a suspected drug dealer in Clayton County.
This involves a lot of methamphetamine, approximately 200 pounds worth, seized out of a Forest Park home.
Atlanta U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says they started investigating 36-year-old Myra Porras Corus in March after she allegedly sold 2 pounds of meth to someone in a church parking lot. She's accused of stashing the drugs near her bed and in trash bags in her detached garage. She was in the country illegally from Mexico. The U.S. today releases the text of the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran. It includes the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, easing financial restrictions against Iran, and the expectation of future discussions regarding the country's nuclear program.
Importantly, Iran has agreed that they will neither produce nor procure a nuclear weapon.
Speaking at the G7 summit in France, President Trump says he'll likely send Vice President Vance to the signing ceremony. Now, WSB Money Update. The Federal Reserve is holding interest rates steady. New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh says the U.S. economy is in a good spot despite the war with Iran.
Economic activity is expanding at a solid pace, despite elevated uncertainty that owes in part to the conflict in the Middle East.
Warsh is not speculating on future rate hikes. Following the Fed's announcement today, stocks sink with the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ all sharply lower on the day. New numbers show used car prices and financing are squeezing buyers. CarMax says its average retail used vehicle price rose by 4.5% from a year ago, and its finance arm's average loan rate was more than 11%. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Still watching this crash over in the Smyrna area, Bill. It wasn't 2 left lanes. They blocked all lanes. This is 285 southbound at South Atlanta Road. Crash is now on the right shoulder, but Atlanta Fire Rescue still blocking that right lane. So those delays are now back before I-75, really coming over from the Chattahoochee River out of Sandy Springs. Once you get past that, you break free briefly, but you'll slow again below South Cobb Drive down to I-20. Speaking of I-20 eastbound, that's a pretty slow ride through West Atlanta into downtown, with brake lights finding you at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive to the downtown connector. And then you still got a crash working on the left shoulder in East Atlanta, 20 eastbound between Boulevard and Moreland Avenue. Once you get outside the perimeter into Cab on I-20 eastbound, you're tapping the brakes from Wesley Chapel Road out to the mall at Stonecrest. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible this evening. Otherwise, partly cloudy, very humid, with temperatures slowly cooling to the low to mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s as heavy rain and thunderstorms roll through. As much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall likely through tomorrow evening. Also monitoring for potential damaging wind gusts for the south side of the metro area tomorrow night into early Friday morning. Drying out Friday afternoon, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s. Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Right now it's 85 in Covington, 84 in Fayetteville, and 86 in Sandy Springs. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. We have some open mics. We don't play the open mics enough. I know that. I do respect the audience most of the time. And I do want the audience to be heard. You know, that's what the younger generation is all about. They want to be heard and seen. Well, I can't see them because I'm here and they're there. So I can't see them, but I can hear them. And I can hear you.
You can imagine them.
Oh, I do imagine them. I imagine them being very, very, very loving to their favorite radio host. I don't know about your particular fantasies, but you know, I involve work in mine.
I want to watch.
Is that why you always show up on a couch just looking at? I don't know, how does Tim Andrews get into
you be loved?
Yeah. Okay, I think it's fine.
That's how he loves.
I get it, but it kind of makes the whole thing kind of awkward, you know. But
I'm
that's all right.
Quiet when it's going on.
I know, but it's just a little bit.
I
can
wave
put up
when
with
you
it.
Look at me. I don't wave.
You make eye contact sometimes, and it's just kind of weird.
Just pretend like he's not there, Eric.
I'm good at that about 85% of the time, which I think I should be getting applauded for. All right, we got some open mics. What are people thinking?
Woo! Eric is fired up today.
It's another West whistle.
Am I fired up today?
Yeah, that came at like 3:15, so yes, right out of the gate.
Was I fired up right out of the gate?
Yeah.
That's this Jared Yamamoto. He was before we came back after the break there. Before we came back, he was saying, well, we were really serious in the 3 o'clock about Trump, but we didn't do the funny stuff. I guess that's because I was on fire.
You know, sometimes...
Excuse me, it sounds to me like I was too busy being on fire.
You were throwing it in the face of the neocon.
That's what I was doing. I was laughing at the neocon. That is serious work. So we'll get to the funny stuff. Because, you know, Trump on this G7, I think, you know, he rolled right out of the UFC at 1:30 in the morning, got on the plane. He's been over there.
What I was thinking
and I think
about.
he's just sort of like just saying anything that pops in his mind. It is pretty funny. But we do have another open mic.
Hello, this is Fuxie in Duluth. Today's my birthday, and I have a very special birthday wish. I'm going to spend my day with you, so I want you guys to entertain me. I realize it's a lot of pressure, but I'm certain you can do it. Okay? Okay, let's get this done. Dinky dinky ding 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 ding.
Happy birthday.
Guang.
By the way, I didn't, and you know, I get protected by these people here. Or actually, they're protecting you, and I appreciate it because they know if I get too many negative open mics, I tend to, you know, as I believe Cam Newton used to say, you know, you're waking up the College Park in me. That's what Cam Newton used to say. You're getting my College Park. I tend to, then when it becomes personal and I go on a rant against people. But I heard somebody, and Tim Andrews like, not that one. But I heard somebody yesterday when you were going through them, and they were like, Eric Vaughn, all you do is just trash Trump, your whole to just make fun of Trump. And I would just say this in a very calm way to that person whose open mic did not play, but you know who you are if you're listening. I would say this, that's not true. What's really happening here is that's all you hear. We make fun of everybody in politics. I have no favorite politician. Now, the people who call in and get mad at me, they do. They have a favorite politician. I find that to be silly, but it's your life. If you want to get behind a politician and if you want to believe that a politician from the left or the right or whatever is going to help you in your life, then I think that's silly. They all want power, and they'll play you like a meat puppet to get it. That's the way that I look at everything. But on this show, we make fun of everybody in politics, and we also make fun of ourselves. So whether it's if you're on the left and all you ever hear is when we make fun of Democrats or whatever, and you're on the right and all you hear is make fun of Trump. But that assertion that all we do is make fun of Trump, you know, it's fine. You should listen to whatever radio show you want to. I mean, that's the, but I would say to let our wayward sisters go in peace. I mean, you can go, but you're not correct. That's not true. We make fun of everybody, including ourselves. Your favorite guy happens to be the most powerful of these politicians. So roll the tape back, brother, and see where the comedy was during the Biden administration. It's really a you problem. This show doesn't just trash Trump. It's just that that's all you hear. That's the way that it is. I mean, do I get disagreements amongst the? It seems to me that we make fun of.
Sounds to me like you're a Trump hater.
No.
That's what I'm hearing right now. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, good. That was successful. That was the exact message I was trying to get across.
I believe we made fun of Biden every single day of his presidency.
Absolutely.
He was sleeping.
It was, yeah.
He was
Kamala.
We still make
Not
fun
enough.
of it. We still make fun of it.
Yeah.
We just yesterday. Just yesterday. But what it is when
and Hillary.
It's not just the right or from wherever they are. When you hear that people are being lampooned, that you lampoon, it's just like normal stuff is happening, so it doesn't register to you. But when you are gobsmacked by the fact that some people don't agree with you and think that your favorite politician does ridiculous and funny things too, that stands out to you because you, in your circle of friends, you don't make those jokes, so they stand out. But the jokes you make with your friends, the types of jokes you make with your friends, when you hear the Von Hessler Doctrine or any radio show doing those jokes, doesn't stand out to you because it's just normal. It's how dare somebody make fun of the person who's saving the country or whatever nonsense that they believe. It's so basically, I didn't get mad about it, but ultimately the point was it's a you problem, not me.
Sucker.
Yeah, exactly.
That was George Clark. He cannot control his anger.
I'm making fun of you too, buddy.
One of these people. This is George Clark.
Shotgun.
Do you have anger problems? Have I ever seen George Clark angry? I'm wondering.
Seething, but I don't know about it.
What do you like when
Angry?
you're seething? More likely that Jared would have seen it because you guys spent more time like doing stuff after the show.
I'm not an angry guy. I don't think I carry a bunch of anger. But, you know,
You seem laid back.
Yeah, but I mean, what when you do get angry, have you ever punched a wall or anything like that? No, you don't do that. Yeah, I had to teach. I had to grow out of that. I had to evolve out of that.
You're in your 40s. You had to grow out of that.
I would say about 45 or 46 was when I began to sort of get a handle
Your
on
testosterone got lower.
Maybe I don't know. I started. That's ridiculous behavior. Oh,
Yes.
you're acting like a moron.
Is your son chilled out?
I have two sons. Sometimes he's got the same. It's funny when you look at your own kids. I think it's for anybody. you kind of see the things and so he can get like he can get like me. And I was never at one to hold a grudge, or even my wife and I for 39 years being together. Back when we used to have explosive arguments, we don't anymore. But when we had explosive arguments, they were always like thunderstorms. You know, 10 minutes later, it's nothing. It's just it's like a big explosion and then nothing. And I see that in my youngest. Also, my wife was telling me how he was driving in Los Angeles. And it's like, I used to be aggressive like that, mad at everybody, get out of here. And I said to my wife, the good news is, I was able to get a hold of that by the time I was 46, 47 years old. So I won't be there forever.
Unfortunately, you got about 15, 20 years until he gets there.
Yeah, well, he's got a good long time to not before realizing, this anger nonsense. It just doesn't get you anywhere. Yeah. It just doesn't get you anywhere. And it gets you all stressed out. Maybe it helps you lose weight or something. Doesn't that go on when you're all like
when you're tense?
No, it makes you gain weight.
Yeah, because you
cortisol.
Go for the comfort foods.
Yeah,
too.
the cortisol. You get fat.
Is that what happens? So if you get upset, you get the cortisol and you become obese.
Gives
That's
you a
right.
double chin.
The double chin?
Oh, yeah.
I stayed there. The double chin.
Double chin.
Straight cookies.
Yeah, they have warm cookies at night.
That rewards program, they have the double chin.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
I've got a third chin now. That's how good. All I had to do was stay there.
Try our continental breakfast. Burn your hand on the waffle.
Yeah, that waffle thing that's available, like at the Hampton Inns.
Too damn hot.
There's kids running around. That is the most dangerous item.
Oh, when you go to a really crappy one, like,
Yeah.
I mean, the waffle batter gets
it's
all over the
it.
place.
Yeah.
It's
It's just like-
disgusting.
yeah, it's like burnt to the sides of the skillet.
And God forbid if you ask for somebody to clean it up, they're like, what?
Huh?
Like, you know,
What?
It's
No.
Yeah.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in DeKalb.
Hey, Eric, keep bringing the good luck, my friend. We had the crash 285 northbound, the outer loop into Cab. It was in the right lane. That's gone. But the one I've been watching over in Cobb, 285 southbound, the outer loop at South Atlanta Road, exit 16, that is well just cleared. All lanes are back open. Still pretty crowded, though, as you try to pass I-75 in Truist Park and make your way down to I-20, the West Freeway. Now, if you're traveling on the south side, you'll see some brake lights, 75 northbound in Henry County. You're a little slow north of Locust Grove before you get up to Highway 155. But the ride will improve once you clear Jonesboro Road, exit 221. Earlier southbound trouble on 75 South between 675 and Hudson Bridge. That as well is cleared. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Save on organics at Whole Foods Market. Get organic red cherries for $4.99 per pound with Prime through June 23rd while supplies last. Shop in-store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey folks, Mark Aram here. All next week at 10:12 a.m. on the Mark Aram Show, I'll have your chance to make your summer a little better. You can win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup from Reliable Heating and Air. Stock the fridge, fill the tank, and make sure your home will be comfortable all summer long. So make sure you're tuned in at 10:12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBRadio.com.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House thanks to CertaPro painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the Portfolio X-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life. Specifically, your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and they're making June a month to remember. Right now, you can upgrade your home comfort with a new Carrier cooling system starting at just $60 a month. If your AC struggled last summer or you're worried about rising repair costs, now is the time to replace it before the Georgia heat arrives. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted Coolray. To set an appointment today, simply go to Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
The winds of change are blowing. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. I'm not forecasting the weather. I'm just reporting North Georgia Replacement Windows has changed their name to NG Windows. They installed my beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, and now I enjoy more daylight and bigger views. Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
Come on, England! Watching this World Cup match between England and Croatia.
We got an offensive match here, 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. I mean, Tim Andrews is almost getting interested.
Oh, man. When they get to 4, I'll be, what?
Now, hold on. Now, see, this is what. Now, look. Because
Such haters.
If this was a NFL game,
right,
it would be
exciting. 21-14.
Well, you gotta pull it because you're adding a 7th point that is an extra point.
Well, I mean, most of the time you get the field goal.
So, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But it would be at least like, it would be, what's 3 times 6? For some reason, I'm blanking in my mind. 18, so that's what I thought. The 18, it would be 18 to 12.
But
right.
I mean, 21-14 is a lot more of a
No, I know,
score.
but I'm trying to be accurate here and say, what it actually would be. Yeah, add the extra point, you'd have 21-14. So you, as an American, you say, oh, it's only, if we only gave 1 point per touchdown, you'd have a lot of games that ended
no one would
7-5. But it's the same thing. You've seen plenty of football games that ended 6-3.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a defensive battle.
You don't like a good defensive battle?
No, I like scoring.
Well, you're getting it in this game, and I'm just rooting for English Nick. And I know that they always say, "Come on, England."
They even after
Come
just
on, England.
being over there last week, I even saw like a couple of posters with "Come on, England" literally like printed out on the posters. So I thought it was him that was just making it up and saying it.
No,
but it actually is their slogan.
You had to go to England to find out that English Nick is not a liar.
He is, in fact, correct.
We were talking about some of the because I think he's just had no sleep and he's all over the place. Although Trump never has a filter. I just think that there's been some stuff. We went over the serious stuff, as Jared Yamamoto tells me at 3 o'clock.
Let's get to the goofball.
The goofball stuff. Well, one thing is he was. What happened? Like somebody from Japan, a reporter from Japan, was asking him questions. Do we have that one? That's one that
yes,
George put in. But let's start there. He can't. So the guy. He's just a reporter from Japan. So obviously he's probably got a question about, Strait of Hormuz or something like that. That's affecting Japan, but it doesn't. Once you just bring something up to Trump, he just kind of goes off on his own thing.
Or
Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
From where?
Japan. And
I just left your prime minister. Japan's doing very well. She's my biggest fan, I have to tell you. She thinks I did a great job. You have to call her and ask her.
You call her and ask her.
I got her number right here. Here's the phone.
Yeah,
Call
no,
her right now.
I know.
Let me add it to. I'll dial it. Here, talk to her.
He's kind of on the hook. Now he has to call and ask.
She loves me. She loves me so much. I love her. She's so great. Where are you from? Where? Sorry, I don't understand. What?
I mean, you think, like, what in the world? Why would... that's not... Like, that reporter probably had a real question. Now he's... I got to call the prime minister. He says you're his biggest fan. Is that true? You're his biggest fan?
See, I told you. Next question.
And then while being asked about the president of Egypt, you said this.
He was in a hotel, and I met him, and we fell in love.
Well, there you go.
We cuddled all through the night. Held hands, nothing dirty, just good old-fashioned bro love.
You know, Lincoln slept with his...
Oh, it's cold. It's
cold.
very cold in there.
warm,
And you know you had to heat up the rock, right? And you put the rock
Are you talking about
under the mattress.
Yeah. Did they do that back in Lincoln's time?
The
I guess
rock.
they still did.
Well, they didn't have
Well, they
heat.
had that little pan.
That pan.
Remember?
The
They put
pan with the
in it.
coals in it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was, a
That didn't
burning
lead to
coal.
that didn't lead into any fires when everything was built out of wood.
Seriously.
Starting at the bed.
Safest thing in the
Yeah,
world.
there's like hay stuffed in the mattress.
Yes.
He was in a hotel, and I met him.
Right.
And we fell in love.
We fell in love.
Isn't it? Usually you fall in love before you get to the
We
hotel,
talked
but I guess
about-
that's a very...
Sometimes it's, one night stand, but then you have love afterwards.
Unless you end up in this situation.
You can pay in ass.
That's what he
okay.
said. That's what he said. It's beautiful.
Is that part of the Iran agreement?
I told him you could pay in ass.
I think it's the other way around. I think we're paying an ass.
There will be an ass toll on the Stratford.
Yeah.
Oman gets a little.
They're gonna call. Are they gonna call that something besides? They're not gonna call it a toll. They're gonna
Service
call,
fees.
But I don't even know. Yeah, there'll be service fees, and then the way that we're gonna basically.
The Patriot Pass.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
And then
love that.
like $300 billion is going to make its way through all of this. We're
wonder
going to rebuild. This is what's going to happen is we're going to rebuild Iran from all the bombing and everything. Well, it's actually their money. It's because it's frozen assets. But the pallets of cash on the plane was also their money. That was frozen assets as well. I think that was about 170 billion. This is going to be like 300 billion, but there's going to be no cash on pallets on a plane. It's going to go through the Gulf states, and they're going to call it some other kind of thing. But that's what's going to happen.
Gulf money.
Hey, if you don't want to face it and you don't want to believe it, just turn the other way and don't look at it. Alex Williams says there's big rig trouble on 75 North and Cobb.
Yeah, he is stalled out in the second right lane, Eric. I see it on the jam cam, 75 northbound at I-575, and it is slowing very quickly behind it for what hadn't been a bad ride on 75. It's turning ugly fast with delays almost back to Delk Road. Might want to go ahead and think about forking over that change and using the express lanes if you have a Peach Pass. Still watching a slow ride on 400 northbound in Sandy Springs, leaving leaving 285, passing Abernathy up toward Northridge Road. Then you'll see some more volume the whole way out of Alpharetta into Cumming, starting around Old Milton Parkway up to Highway 141. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
At D. Geller & Son Jewelers, we're proud of our incredible selection of engagement rings and wedding bands. That's why, since 1939, D. Geller & Son has used our amazing craftsmanship and industry experience to make custom jewelry from the ground up. Sketch something out and watch it go from CAD to wax model to a finished piece with heirloom quality that you can pass down for generations. So make it its own story when you build it custom at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet?
Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by A1 Garage Door Service. Our top local story, it is a shocker at the Gold Dome today. Georgia House Speaker John Burns says lawmakers will not draw new political maps during a special session of the Georgia General Assembly. Burns says they want it to be a thoughtful process.
Just as we do with every other issue that comes before the House.
Democratic Senate leader Harold Jones says while they consider this a victory, they know the fight is not over.
They'll try to do it again. If they believe they can get away with it, 100% they will try to do that.
While in special session, lawmakers will also have to address ballot QR codes and property taxes. Lawmakers return to the state capitol tomorrow, and the plan is to finish up this special session on Monday. It is 86 degrees in Atlanta. When do heavy rain and storms arrive, and how long do they stick around? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Cobb County Police announced an arrest in last week's home invasion on Marietta Street in Powder Springs. The homeowners say they woke up to a masked man in their house who fired a shot at them when they confronted him. Sergeant Eric Smith with Cobb Police says the arrest should be a relief to neighbors.
The investigation is still active, and residents should be confident that there's no further immediate danger, at least from this suspect.
The suspect, 20-year-old Stephen Michael Cartel Hilton, has been arrested in Ohio. He's charged with home invasion and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. President Trump is indicating the 60-day timeline to negotiate with Iran is not a hard deadline to reach an agreement. According to the text of the Memorandum of Understanding, there's a maximum of 60 days to negotiate the final deal. But when asked by reporters, the president says he doesn't view it as a hard deadline, saying just as long as they are behaving. Trump warns if Iran does not behave, the U.S. will resume bombing. Now, a WSB Money update. The Federal Reserve leaves interest rates unchanged. Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says many now expect an interest rate hike this year.
It did make a nod to the increase in energy prices. And then when you look at what the Fed is specifically targeting here, the expectation for inflation is a lot higher at the end of this year than it was before. They do say that there is the supply shock from the energy prices hike that we've seen because of the conflict in the Middle East as a factor there.
A massive crowd gathers at State Farm Arena today, causing chaos for an event organized by one of the world's top internet streamers. Kai Cenat has more than 20 million followers. He hosted auditions today for his streamer university. State Farm Arena says the event had to be shut down due to the crowd size. Atlanta police say they did make one arrest during the event, a man charged for pedestrian in the roadway. The first tropical storm of the Atlantic hurricane season forms in the Gulf. Storm prep's now underway along the Texas and Louisiana Gulf Coast. with warnings of potentially life-threatening flash floods. Steve McCann is filling sandbags in Covington, Louisiana.
Over by my mom's house, they have a canal in the back, and it comes up real quick and goes down real quick. But if there's nothing there for her back door and her front door and stuff, if I can keep it out of there for a little while, usually it goes down before it'll get in the house.
The remnants of the storm are expected to bring heavy rain and storms to metro Atlanta starting tomorrow. And a reminder, if you do see floodwaters,
you never want to attempt to drive your vehicle through water because it can swiftly move your vehicle through, and then you're caught in a really unsafe situation.
The Red Cross's Katie's Work says we saw a firsthand example of that of what that looks like during flooding on the downtown connector a few weeks ago. As hurricane season gets underway, she says make sure you have an emergency kit ready to go. That includes water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, and a radio. It's do or die for the Diamond Dogs again tonight at the College World Series in Omaha. Georgia meets Oklahoma for the second time after losing to the Sooners earlier this week. A Georgia win sets up a decisive game with Oklahoma tomorrow, with the winner advancing to the championship series. It is now 5:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, got some better news between Marietta and Kennesaw. Earlier stalled Big Rig 75 northbound between 575 and Barrett Parkway. That has been cleared to the right shoulder. All lanes are back open there. Elsewhere on 400 northbound, it is slower than you would expect trying to make your way up into coming through Forsyth County. We've been dealing with just volume. I haven't seen a crash in the way, the heaviest of it, just trying to get past McFarland Parkway up to Highway 141. 85 northbound out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County is a crowded ride from 285 up toward Indian Trail Road. Again, no crashes there, just everybody trying to get up into Norcross. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible this evening. Otherwise partly cloudy, very humid, with temperatures slowly cooling to the low to mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s as heavy rain and thunderstorms roll through. As much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall likely through tomorrow evening. Also monitoring for potential damaging wind gusts for the south side of the metro area tomorrow night into early Friday morning. Drying out Friday afternoon, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s. Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s.
And right now it's 88 in Sewanee, 84 in Lithia Springs, 82 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
When a company works in your home, you find out fast if they're the real deal. Chris Chandler for the people I trust in my home. TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. They're fast, friendly, and fully stocked, highly trained, true pros that keep me informed and fix it right the first time. I just sit back, relax, and let TE Certified handle everything. They're the real deal.
TE Certified, we love your home.
You don't have to check the heat index to know that summer is here. That's right. It's time for long days filled with cookouts, pools, and travel. At All Care, we hope you're taking a break, but we're not. All Care is always available 7 days a week at 15 Atlanta area locations. And we offer online scheduling, same-day appointments, and availability for urgent needs and walk-ins. You can even get your pre-travel physical after hours or on the weekend. This summer, have fun and stay healthy with All Care.
It's Scott Slade, and here's how the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air can get you ready for the hot and humid days of summer. If it's time to replace your air conditioning system, the Ragsdale System Design Specialist can give you a quote today and have your new system installed as soon as the next day. And you'll be confidently comfortable for the next 15 years with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. You can trust Ragsdale for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs. Schedule online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens, like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned and still no contracts.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
All right, we do have, there was another piece of audio Is he still with the G7 with the fly? He's like, I think, like, with Trump, there's never a filter, but I guess he's answering a question. You can hear it early on. You'll hear a noise. I guess he was trying to kill a fly.
We're using their airports. Not that they could stop us if we didn't want them to, but it'd be nice that I went to get that little sucker. But I missed. I hate missing.
Little sucker. Little sucker. I hate missing. Missing. Little sucker.
Just one of those things that most people in public would just let the damn thing and just shoo it away or whatever. But he has an existential moment. I missed.
I missed.
I hate
I
missing.
missed.
I'm the boss.
That's when he walked into one of the meetings. I think he was joking, right?
Yeah,
That
he
a
was definitely
joke.
joking.
He was
Everyone,
a little late, and he was like,
Oh.
I'm the boss.
What is
I'm allowed to be late. I'm the boss.
everyone was laughing too.
I'm the boss.
And then the fly came around.
We're using their airports. Not that they could stop us if we didn't want them to, but it'd be nice that I went to get that little sucker. But I missed.
Did I miss?
I hate missing.
It's like, that last part just is
Hate
very,
missing.
with the breath. Just like,
I hate
it's almost
breathing.
like, I imagine like somebody's just in their room sitting on the edge of their bed. I missed.
I miss.
I hate missing. Can you ISO it from I missed, I hate missing? It just seems like he got very depressed. Oh, now I'm 80. I can't catch a fly.
I used to be able to catch them with my fingers while they were flying. Like in the Karate Kid, beginner luck.
Yeah.
The chopsticks. You remember Mr. Miyagi?
I do.
You might not. Mr. Miyagi loved me. You could call him.
Okay. Call him right now.
Hey, he's from Okinawa.
Is he still with us? I don't know.
No, Pat Morita died a long time ago.
Well,
He was great on Happy Days.
rest in
R.I.P.,
peace.
yes.
Remember Happy Days?
Great on. I do.
I know you don't want to talk about Happy Days anymore.
Well, no, I remember
The
Happy
audience
Days.
doesn't remember Happy Days.
I was a huge fan of Happy Days.
Everybody liked Al, the big fat Al, but I liked Arnold.
I got a subscription in my elementary school to. You remember that elementary school? It was kind of a scam because, like,
Scholastic?
no, it was
Weekly Reader.
It was not the Weekly Reader. It was for. I feel like it was called Dynamite or
Dynamite was great. I have the
Yeah.
one with Stallone on it, Rocky.
Yeah, I had a poster of. I got a Fonzie poster over there. Put it up on my wall.
he's a
So
good guy.
listen, don't paint me as some sort of anti-Happy Days guy.
Well, everybody loved Happy. I mean, the ending was dumb. It's stupid.
Nobody remembers the ending.
Well, everybody left. Ralph Malph left.
Fonz
Richie
was
left.
beamed back up to space.
Well, no, Fonzie was like, I'm going to
Rob-
adopt a kid. He didn't even have a wife.
He didn't
They're not going to let a hood from
Mort
Milwaukee
came and
adopt a
took him.
kid.
I just think it's funny that, Fonzie did get on spaceships though.
He did?
In the cartoon, they were
well,
time
that's not
travelers with
canon.
a spaceship.
That's not canon.
It's not canon. Every voice was the person from the show.
Doesn't matter, not canon.
Okay, as far as you're concerned.
I write an executive order.
But I missed.
And by the way, Mork was a dream that Richie had first, and then he came
Mark
back.
from Ork.
Right.
I hate missing.
Which one hooked up with Laverne?
That would be Mork, wasn't it? Didn't Mork end up with Laverne? No. Laverne was with Fonzie.
Yeah, they were going to go out.
He was in a hotel,
Right.
and I met him,
Right.
Mork was?
and we fell in love.
Okay, that's
He
how
said nanu, and he shazbotted me.
Shirley dated Richie. Laverne dated
They went out on a
Fonzie.
date, yeah. No, it was Potsy and Richie. That
No.
went out with them. Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Laverne was with Fonzie.
Oh, God.
And then Fonzie, they had they were going to fight, and the big ragu showed up, and Fonzie knew
I don't know
ragu.
what you're talking about. This was before Laverne and Shirley. You don't know what you're talking about.
They went on a date.
This is the introduction of the characters.
Laverne and
in
Shirley.
Yes, and they went on a date, and Laverne went on a date with Fonzie, and Shirley went on a date with Richie.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it was Richie got back together with his American Graffiti love.
Okay.
As far as actors go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you would even. I can have George
Well, they
look
got
it up.
divorced in more American
do you,
Graffiti.
Do you want me? I liked more Graffiti.
So did I. It was good.
Yes, George.
Laverne went on a date with Arthur the Fonz.
All
and
right.
Shirley was
I thought
paired
it was
with Richie
Potsy.
Cunningham.
At first, we laughed,
Rich, you got to go out with me.
and then we eventually celebrate that Eric was right again.
It does say
It's
here
a,
that
it's a
Shirley,
fast and loose use of we.
Are you not included in we?
No.
I'm including you in my royal
We celebrate.
How dare you not celebrate me? I don't even understand that. You might as well be speaking a foreign language.
Well, regardless,
Yes.
Johnny Love Chachi was crap.
Listen, you're an extremist. You say things just to get people
Oh,
going.
you liked it?
I never saw it, but that's.
Yeah, well.
I feel
nobody
bad
else
for
did either.
Joni. She didn't do very well after the.
Well, you know.
She's the only one.
Scott Baio did all right.
Yeah, they all did well except for her. She ended up dying in a trailer park and with a meth addict.
What? She did?
Yeah, she died a while ago.
She died a long time ago. Things did not go well. She had a drug problem, and then things got really messy toward the end. When did she die? Like 2010 or something like that?
Before that, I believe.
But things got really, really messy in the end. I think she was mad at the rest of the cast. Like the Fonz could have given her $1 million, right? You get it.
I tried. She would just spend it all on drugs.
It's true. It's true.
I gave her $20.
Okay, you did what you could.
I did.
Did you ever
She
go?
was lovely.
Did you ever go visit her at the trailer
no,
park?
but they didn't have Venmo, so I mailed a check.
Okay.
You don't know if it ever really got there.
No,
though?
it was canceled. I saw it. I checked.
So this was more lowly than like the Matthew Perry death, then, right?
This was something.
'Cause I'm trying to like compare generations here. Like Matthew Perry was a big deal when he died.
Matthew Perry was a big deal. I think most people didn't realize it's kind of the same a little bit.
Well, he kept
Except
working.
that Matthew Perry kept working and he was rich when he died.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's
He got addicted and he couldn't get out of the addiction, but he didn't have any trouble paying his bills, I don't think. Erin Moriarty, she just
Moran.
or Moran, what did I say? Moriarty?
Moriarty.
Erin Moran,
Mm-hmm.
who played Joni. She slid downhill. Speaking of sliding downhill, because I just can't think of anything else to say about Happy Days in the year 2026.
Well, how about Phil Silver's daughter was on the show? She was Aaron.
I don't know. It's Phil Silver's the guy that put his fingers through his glasses.
Well,
that
Phil
guy?
Silver's from the show, the boat show.
The boat show.
I don't know. He was on a Navy show.
Yeah, like 1961
Well,
or
right,
something.
but his daughter was on Happy Days.
Oh, I didn't realize
She was
that.
Aaron Moran's friend, Joni's friend.
Aaron Moran.
Jenny Piccolo.
By
Piccolo.
By the way, is this one of those situations where we're burping the show? Because we do know that we have to burp
We
the show.
do have to burp the show.
100%. 100%.
A lot of people like Happy Days. There's a Happy Days podcast where they break down every
All right,
episode.
you don't have to get defensive. It's all right.
This is weird.
It is. It is.
Moran made it to 2017.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. I thought
How
she
about that?
She died earlier. Well, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But I missed.
I miss her too.
No, I want you to get the whole thing. Like, I hate missing. Not just I missed.
I got it.
But I missed. I hate missing.
You can hear that little suitcase line when Barron's a 5-year-old.
My suitcase.
It's a little bit in Trump. I missed.
But I missed. I hate missing.
I missed.
What that breath
With the
there.
breathing.
I like my suitcase.
I jumped a shark too.
Alex Williams is checking the slow ride through downtown.
Yeah, it hadn't gotten much better this afternoon, Eric, with 400, the heaviest part of 400 south in Buckhead. That's going to slow just south of Lennox Road in those financial center tunnels. 75 southbound, you're in the thick of it just below Moore's Mill Road. 85 stacks up right at Cheshire Bridge, Lennox, and the heaviest delays stay down only to about North Avenue. Right lanes are going to continue to be bunched up trying to get onto I-20. Same story, 75, 85 northbound. That ride's jammed Langford Parkway up to Peachtree, Pine Street, and I-20 westbound through East Atlanta. You're going to slow from Moreland Avenue just trying to get onto the downtown connector. Same story on the eastbound ride with brake lights finding you right around Lowry Boulevard. Better news up in Cobb County. Earlier stalled big rig 75 northbound between 575 and Bear Parkway. It has cleared off to the right, and then delays behind it are starting to shake out, but still a little slow through Marietta. Just hang in there. Once you get up toward Highway 5, the Canton Road connector, those delays will start to improve. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Father's Day is coming up, and if you're still shopping, congratulations. You've inherited your father's procrastination. Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine, and I'm on Cameo. Let me send your dad, grandpa, uncle, stepdad even, a personalized Father's Day greeting as myself. Or Donald Trump. Elon Musk. Or Sam Elliott. Just search T. Andrews ATL on Cameo. That's T. Andrews ATL on Cameo. Father's Day is June 21st. Your excuse window is closing.
I have a gift for every homeowner in Georgia. Whether you need new windows now or sometime down the road, this message is for you. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort. People tell us all the time, Ray, don't waste my time. I already had one of those big national window companies out here. You know the ones. They sit at your kitchen table for 2 hours, and the price is so high it feels like you need a second mortgage. And that's exactly why Window Comfort was built differently. We go factory direct, no franchise fees, no brand tax, no bloated commissions, which means higher quality windows for you at a fraction of the price. Our mission's simple: make high quality windows affordable for everyday homeowners. And right now it's even better. We're doing buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, we're adding free installation and no payments till 2028. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. Go to windowcomfort.com today.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House thanks to CertaPro painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
At Ameris Bank, we know it's never just business when it's your business. So we're here to be your partner. Whether you're launching a startup, expanding locations, or managing daily finances at your company, you can do it all with a committed financial partner on your side. Our expert business bankers are ready to empower you on your financial journey. We're Ameris Bank, and we're fiercely yours. Find your local business banker at amerisbank.com/businessbankers. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How can your termite company claim your home is termite-free by only walking around outside? Scott Slade here for Breda Pest Management. Termites are the most destructive pest of all. They literally eat your house. Only Breda will come inside and thoroughly inspect your entire home with infrared cameras. Breda guarantees your termite protection and will lock in your rate for 10 years. BREDAPest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Hey, you know what happened today in history?
What?
Do I have any fans of history out there?
I like history.
I like herstory.
I know. Okay, we have history. We have herstory.
What
Put 'em
about
all
their
together.
history?
That's just
I don't like
That's
history.
just getting going.
Yeah.
That's just getting going.
I don't want any history talk.
Well, you are just an ignorant man. That's all there is
I
to
live
it.
in the present and the present only.
Like a goldfish?
Yes, just like
Henry
that.
Ford
Gold-
over here. Who history is bunk.
History is bunk. It's written by the victors. Everybody
That's right.
knows that. But today in history, in 1994, an estimated 95 million Americans watched live as O.J. Simpson, driving a white Ford Bronco, led the LAPD on a slow-speed car chase. Which just reminds me, think about it. First of all, it's hard to believe it was that long ago. But, the NFL, 95 million viewers. The NFL just always brings them in, doesn't it?
That's right.
Started right there in the slow car chase. I think a lot of people said, we're not watching the NFL enough. This is entertaining. That was the most bizarre
day.
thing. Yeah, it was just bizarre. What was really bizarre about it is because I'm a longtime Bills fan, so O.J. Simpson. We did in O.J.'s time. But when O.J. was the guy, there was for me, he was the most famous Buffalo Bill. Now this happened in the '90s when we were going to Super Bowls and losing them all. I believe we lost them all before this came down. And I have a friend who, like, I would say about 4 or 5 weeks before this happened. So I was still living up in Rochester. And my friend was kind of bragging because they had met O.J. Simpson. He must have had like some kind of bar in Buffalo, like O.J.'s, you know how jocks do.
Stop on by.
Yeah. And O.J. was there. And so he was showing me a picture of him in this booth with O.J. Simpson. And this was like 4 or 5 weeks before all this went down. And I am not making this up right now. I looked at the picture and I looked at him and I said, he looks troubled. Like, he just didn't look like a celebrity that's like smiling for the picture.
He's on drugs.
You know, is he always on drugs?
He's
Was
in
he on
Buffalo
drugs that
thinking
moment?
about his cheating wife.
That's something. Because I could see a kind of malaise. You know, you can see that in people's eyes. They're depressed about something.
Yeah, when they're drugged.
Is it possible?
Well, I don't know if he was drugged. He could have been depressed.
Is it possible that the Polaroid wasn't fully developed?
Why are you saying Polaroid? Because I'm an old man? Is
Well, I'm
that your
just
way?
saying- well,
is that ageism? Did I just
this
Can
memory?
you
hold
get
on.
HR?
Is that ageism? Those,
I think I have been mocked for my wisdom.
Those pictures back in the day, you would get the red eye. Remember that was a big
Yes,
thing. You would
yeah.
often get expressions would be lost sometimes in the development of film.
This was
no
not-
Polaroids didn't have development of film, but you would
Yes.
have those kind of cameras too.
It was not that kind of thing. It wasn't the red eye. It wasn't whatever. It was, this is an emotionally damaged person. That is the signal that I got off of that picture. And I thought, okay, well, it's OJ. He'll be all right. And then
Hey, Twitter world.
What? Was I ever wrong?
That was one of my first memories as a kid, being in my high chair.
Welcome to America, kid.
Seriously.
Welcome to the world. We're making memories.
I remember my
Clearly
mom.
an effort being made to get Mr. Simpson out of the house.
Yes, go ahead.
My mom had just gotten off work. She was wearing her green scrubs. I was sitting in a high chair eating, and she just kept looking at the TV and is like, what is going on? And we're like looking over there. I'm like, what is this?
This is the slowest entertaining thing I've ever seen in my life.
About how long did it last?
Hours. I went, it started, my wife and I went to see Schindler's List.
Wow.
At a second run theater.
Oh,
So it was down the street. They had the second run theater where you could see movies that for like $4 or whatever. And so it was that long because when we left the house, it was starting, and we went and saw Schindler's List. What's that, like 2.5 hours or something? Pretty long movie.
Easy.
So the whole thing had to be like 3 hours or so, I would imagine. Now, I don't know how long it went down. When I got home, I don't think it was still going on, but it had just resolved. Maybe it was still going on.
Run out of gas?
He just went home.
No, he made it home.
He went home, and they were just kind of driving around. He was trying to go to Mexico and get over the line, but then the slow speed chase started. Al Cowlings, who he used to play football with, was driving, and I just think at some point this slow. Have you ever watched it? Have you ever seen?
I mean, I've seen the.
It's
clips.
weird when they're on because it's like you got all these cops behind this car going 20 miles per hour, and that
yeah, like, why
lasted.
wouldn't they just bump it in the way that they bump it?
Because he was OJ.
Because
So?
I think they thought.
They're getting
First of
ratings.
all, I think that they thought, well, now he can't get away. There's no sense.
Yeah.
He's not going to get over the border. So rather than, and I think they thought he was suicidal, which I think he might have had a gun.
He was in the back seat.
He was telling them he was suicidal.
That's
So
right.
they just said, yeah, he's either going to run out of fuel they just ended up going back to his house and he got arrested there, as I recall. But they did find a fake mustache and beard in the car with him. So he was going to.
It's pretty innocent.
Again, drugs. Hello. I'll put this mustache. No one knows me.
Hey, that glove didn't fit though, guys. Innocent.
That's why we had to quit.
The glove over the glove.
I'd had a lot of salt.
I like the idea that people are like,
He's swollen.
I like what was his name? Cochran? Is it Johnny Cochran?
Johnny Cochran.
I like the idea that to a lot of America, the fact that something rhymes means that it's true. if the glove does not fit, you must acquit. Hey, it's poetry. It must be true. Alex Williams says 285 East is crowded through Dunwoody.
Yeah, it's a rough one this afternoon, Eric. 285 eastbound out of Sandy Springs into Dunwoody. You are real slow trying to pass Georgia 400. Make your way over to Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. It's going to break free briefly. Then the brake lights will find you again southbound through Tucker down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston. Heads up West Side Inner Loop, crash 285 northbound. Up around up around Highway 166 Langford Parkway on a very narrow left shoulder there, so use caution. And just found new trouble in Cobb County. Crash in 2 left lanes, 75 southbound, Delk Road, exit 261. Already seeing that volume fill in from South Marietta Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
What if you had the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Now through June 22nd, get gig Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 years with equipment and unlimited data included. No strings, no commitments, and get online in minutes with the same-day Wi-Fi. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. Plus, you can even try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Taxes, fees extra after 12 months. Regular rates apply to mobile select. Xfinity Internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
As a Massey Services technician, we have earned the trust of our customers. So much so, we're often called upon for a second opinion.
Did you want performance or all-season tires?
What would my Massey technician say?
Tough call. A much easier one is protecting your home with Massey's Termite Protection, featuring the Centricon system, which includes an unlimited repair guarantee that covers the structure and contents of your home.
Massey Services, offering expert advice and much more. Expect more and get it.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, a stunner at the state capitol today. Georgia Republicans are changing course on redistricting for now.
The announcement garnered raucous applause from demonstrators inside the Capitol. House Speaker John Burns says lawmakers want to ensure the process is transparent and thoughtful.
Just as we do with every other issue that comes before the House.
Senate Democratic leader Harold Jones believes Republicans were afraid of backlash at the polls in November.
People stood up, and I think they saw that, and they actually backed down.
In a statement, Governor Kemp says he does not believe there's a reason to delay the process, but he acknowledges it's within the legislature's discretion to defer the issue. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
87 degrees in Atlanta. The first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season will impact our weather.
Arthur will quickly move into the state of Georgia tomorrow, bringing as much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall throughout metro Atlanta. That could lead to flash flooding concerns. A flood watch is in effect through Saturday morning.
Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. And the Red Cross has some advice about flash flooding.
On May 20th, we saw the quickly rising water and vehicles stranded in floodwater on the downtown connector. To avoid that happening again, the Red Cross's Katie Zwerk says they have some warnings.
The most important thing is you never want to walk or drive through floodwaters. We always tell people, turn around, don't drown, find another route.
And tell the kids to keep out of the water.
Because it could be contaminated with sewage and it's dangerous. And you don't want anything to happen to them.
Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Cobb County Police announced an arrest today in last week's home invasion on Marietta Street in Powder Springs. The homeowners say they woke up to a masked man in their house who fired a shot at them when they confronted the suspect. Sergeant Eric Smith with Cobb Police says the suspect, 20-year-old Stephen Michael Cartel Hilton, has been arrested out of state.
Detectives learned that Hilton had fled to Lima, Ohio. Detectives coordinated with the Lima Police Department, who took Hilton into custody.
He's charged with home invasion and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. A suspected meth dealer in Forest Park is nabbed by federal agents. Atlanta U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says they started investigating 36-year-old Myra Porras Corus earlier this year.
The investigation goes back to a transaction in March of this year
where Ms. Porras Corus allegedly sold 2 pounds of methamphetamine to another individual in a church parking lot.
Authorities seize about 200 pounds of meth in a Forest Park home. Hertzberg says the suspect was in the country illegally from Mexico. The U.S. releases the text of the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran. Washington correspondent Jonathan Karl reports it reopens the Strait of Hormuz and requires more talks over Iran's nuclear program.
From the start, President Trump had been saying no more nuclear enrichment, no more nuclear program. This concedes that Iran has a case to make for continuing a civilian nuclear program, including enrichment of uranium. It doesn't guarantee it under this agreement, but it says that is something that will be negotiated in the final deal.
The document set to be signed formally on Friday. This is new at 6 o'clock. The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is connecting with kids in an up-close and personal way with a series of summer mini camps.
If you could touch one life, you won. We touched 30 lives today.
A boys' fishing trip to Jasper is the first of 3 pop-up camps the DeKalb Sheriff's Foundation hosts this summer. Chief Demetrius Atkins tells me 10 deputies each mentored 3 boys. Atkins says not only do outings like this put kids at ease with policing, it gets a lot of them interested in the job.
What we're trying to do is have all these different engagements so that people can say that law enforcement is still a credible and viable way to sustain your family.
Other mini camps include a girls' golf outing and a 2-day trip to Tennessee next month. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, here is Alex Williams.
Excuse me, Bill. A lot of crashes clearing quickly today. We'd like to see that. Had one in 2 left lanes in Marietta, 75 southbound, Delk Road, exit 261. Hero Police were able to escort that to the right shoulder, so all lanes are back open there. Still seeing a little bit of volume 75 northbound, but it's thinning out nicely between Marietta and Kennesaw. 400 northbound, you're still in the thick of it through Sandy Springs, getting past Abernathy Road in the North Springs MARTA station, and still watching a slow go at 85 northbound out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County from Chamblee Tucker Road up toward Beaver Ruin Road. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here is meteorologist Christina Edwards.
An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible this evening. Otherwise, partly cloudy, very humid, with temperatures slowly cooling to the low to mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s as heavy rain and thunderstorms roll through. As much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall likely through tomorrow evening. Also monitoring for potential damaging wind gusts for the south side of the metro area tomorrow night into early Friday morning. Drying out Friday afternoon, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s. Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s.
89 in Brookhaven, 85 in Cartersville, 83 in Riverdale. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Correctamundo Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I think we just voted down redistricting.
We did. Sure did.
I'm happy about that.
Did you just want to go home.
Yeah, we just have the whole report, though. We don't have that. So,
oh, no, it's in.
No, I think just the audio of the clapping or the whole report?
Well, he's announcing it.
Okay, play whatever George has. We'll see.
All right, let me cue that up. Sorry, I caught off guard here.
Got caught off guard.
Let me throw this over here.
Show's been kind of going off the rails the last half hour.
You want more Happy Days talk?
No, I don't. I'm just sort of feeling it. We started off strong, but I feel like we're kind of meandering here.
That's what happens here.
What's the best Happy Days spinoff?
You know what? We'll leave that till next week.
Yeah, Mark and Mindy for sure.
House Republicans will not be taking up congressional or legislative redistricting maps for the 2028 election cycle during this special session.
There you go. You know, things are returning to somewhat normalcy. I don't know. Maybe there's still hope. We just changed the maps in 2021, probably, after you do it every 10 years. So I'm not against it or for it because of Democrat advantage or Republican advantage or any of it. I just simply think it's stupid. You know, I guess the Constitution just mandates that you have to do it every 10 years after a census. You have to do a census. The reason you do the census is to figure out where the population centers are so you can figure out how you're going to apportion the 435 seats of Congress. So or in that language, apportion the seats in Congress, in the House. But I guess it doesn't say you can't do it every year. The reason we do the census is to figure out where people are living, how that's changed over the last 10 years, so that we can apportion the House seats properly, because that's done by population. Now, I guess in the Constitution it says you have to do that once every 10 years. I guess it doesn't say you can't do it every 6 months if you want to.
We did it back in 2023. That's how recent the maps that we currently have were drawn.
Wow, because the census was in 2020.
I know, it's crazy. So it's
maybe we ought to get on that a little quicker.
Yeah,
maybe just a year after the census.
They had a pandemic.
It takes a lot of time.
There was the pandemic, probably had something to do
And
with it.
apparently there was some lawsuits about some of the lines that were drawn in 2021.
Oh,
It got
shocking.
It got drawn out. Until
Okay, it got
2023.
drawn out. So the plan was to have it done by 2021, and then there were lawsuits that didn't become official until 2023.
Probably not that good of an idea to do it right before an election either.
Well, this is not a good idea. I just think it's fine the way that it's been done. Every state, you do this, there's a census every 10 years, and then that's the reason. Now we know that a bunch of people, left Los Angeles. There's more people in Austin now and less people in Los Angeles or whatever, and that means that, you have to, the House seats go as the people go. If everybody in America, I suppose, moved to one state, they'd get all the House seats.
Stay in California.
Wait, but that would that mean?
But that's the purpose. The purpose isn't to use it as a way to try to win any one particular election. You can get lucky, and the census comes around, and it kind of falls in your lap, and a district gets changed. That's fine. And there's always funny business. There's always the jury rigging and all that kind of stuff. That always happens. But it's supposed to happen once every 10 years. Not any time you look at the map and go, hey, if we changed a few districts, our party could win. It's an idiotic thing that's going on nationally. I don't know if that puts this state at a disadvantage or whatever, but my point of view is no state should be doing this. So I'm glad that this state is not doing it. How it shakes out for politics for the midterms, I don't know. And I don't care, because whoever wins in the midterms are just power-hungry idiots anyway. It's the other power-hungry idiots. Oh, they're going to save us. Yeah. No one should vote with anything other than this in their mind. No one should have a favorite politician. Everyone should vote just looking at the choices and going, which one of these power-hungry monsters do I believe at this point will hurt me less? That's a sane voter. Any voter going, I can't wait because he or she is going to, I can't wait. You got to be kidding me. You're just a fish on a hook at that point, and they have complete control over you because you've invested your time and your money and everything like that. So once you realize they're full of it, it's going to take you like 2 years to admit that to yourself. You know how hard it is to show up at the next party and say, hey, those things I've been saying for the last 2 years? Yeah, I completely think something different now. And they know that. They understand psychology. Be an independent person. It's impossible to be an independent person if you have a favorite politician. That's what I'm going to tell you. If you have a notion that one of these politicians from the left or the right is kind of a miracle that they showed up for your life, you are a fish on a hook. And remember, even when you take a fish off a hook and you throw it back, if you put the hook back in the water, it will bite again.
That bait's really good.
It tends to not learn the lesson.
That politician's bait's really good.
You don't even need bait. You just throw the hook.
Yeah. They just have it's funny. Like you see these people in their lives just all over the place, being knocked around by the winds. Like, last time I thought that politician would be the one who cared about me, but now I think it's this politician. It's just over and over your whole life. None of them care about you. It's your job to decide. We have to have politicians. People have to be in these offices. You should just be making a choice. Who do I think is going to hurt me least? Because if you get between them and more power, you're going to get hurt. That's the most important thing. To the most leftist politician you've ever heard of and the one that's furthest to the right. Doesn't it feel good to know things? No politician cares enough about you to do anything to help you. If helping you helps them gain power, now you just might get something out of a politician. But that's the only way.
You got to have money for that.
Well, now it's even more than ever. Even more than ever, my friend. They don't even have to pretend to care about the riffraff anymore. But hey, that's kind of a downer to bring that up. Hey, England won.
Yeah,
They
England
beat Croatia.
won. I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking about your hypothetical that you had of everybody going and living in one state. You would then have 49 states that all have 2 senators with nobody that lives there.
And way too much power.
You know what? You're right.
Why the hell should they?
Why would they have all that power?
Yeah, you would have
What a hypothetical.
a bunch of empty states that only had, they would have like 3 people lived in, the governor of the state and the 2 senators. That would be it.
What a hypothetical. I was thinking, I'm like, wow.
Would it work? As I was saying that, I was like, would that hypothetically, if everybody moved into one state,
the House would all move over there, but they would still have their senators.
435
Yeah, they have at
House
least
seats.
2.
I want to do it as a grand experiment just to see if
We got to pick a big enough state, so it has to be like Texas, California, or Alaska.
California is the biggest in area size, right?
Well, Alaska.
Delaware.
Well, Alaska's not a state. Come on, don't buy into that.
No, hear me out. Delaware.
It's a territory. We call, yes,
Delaware.
shove everybody in there.
Everybody into a pod.
Like one of those, like one of those trains in Japan or whatever
Right.
you see.
Oh, gosh.
Everybody just being shoved
Or
into
like
one
in
state.
India, where like people are
Yes.
on top of it.
Yeah, people are riding on top of the state.
Hey, I'll be your king.
Ask AI if everybody in America moved to one state, would that one state get all 435 House seats? I believe there's no way you could keep it. And boy, the U-Haul sales would be amazing.
Oh, for
It'd be
sure.
great for them. Remember all those stories about how U-Haul in California is on fire because everybody's moving to Austin? Are they moving back now? Have they had enough of Joe Rogan and all of his friends?
That state would get all of the House reps.
Wow. Wow.
But wouldn't those states that have nobody, they'd get someone?
No.
Well, they had their Senate.
No,
They'd have the
only
senators.
Senate. They would have the 2
Oh,
senators.
okay.
The House is just population.
Well, there'd be nobody in those states, so the senators would be living in wherever.
So I said there'd only be 3 people: the governor and the 2 senators would be the
Okay.
only people who
Right,
lived
they'd
in the
be the only
individual
ones in the
seats.
state.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember, it is the people's house for that reason.
And then-
the people would all be in one state.
and then those 2 senators could say, "Well, who's representing me in the House?" Quite a conundrum.
Representation.
I was just curious. I looked up if everyone went to Delaware, how much space would each person have? About 17 to 20 square yards.
That's not bad.
Okay, it's more than you
Plenty
think.
of room.
Not bad.
That's just that's
go to the beach.
That's the whole state is a suburb.
Who wants ice cream?
You'd have about the size of a small bedroom.
California, I believe, not including Alaska, which is tundra. Nobody can live there. As a livable state, is it California or Texas that has the most land? It's got to be California, right?
Texas,
Really?
by quite a lot. 200.
California is the most populous state.
Yeah.
Texas has 268,000 square miles. California 160.
Wow, yeah, this is probably, I guess, 'cause skinny, but if you compare California to the East Coast, it goes from the bottom of Pennsylvania to the top of Florida, one state. So, but I guess it's skinny.
It's skinny.
It's skinny. It's not like it's not fat like
Kinda
Texas.
diet.
Which state comes in fourth?
Well, why did you just
That's a
cover
good trivia.
Georgia.
Why did you cover? Well, you jumped right over 3.
Well, we know Alaska.
Alaska's
Oh,
number
okay.
one.
Texas, California.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Montana.
Hold on.
Jared's right.
Nailed it.
Sorry, Autumn.
Let's
No,
do state.
I-
Let's do
I-
state capitals next. I love this game.
This show is completely going off the rails. And usually I feel bad about it, but hey, we entertain the hell out of people every day.
What do you think of Pam Dauber?
You know what? I've got things to say about that, but we got to take a break.
All right.
So when we get back, it's going to be
Mork talk.
Mork talk.
Yes.
At this point, for the next 45 minutes,
Shazbot.
we actively try to make people turn to another station. That's our new.
We need to give the competitors a chance, Eric.
I think that's part of the rules. We've been doing too well lately, and we have to give the competitors a chance. So when we get back, it's all Mork and Mindy. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 on the west side.
Yeah, and cars are zooming past this one, Eric. It's on a very narrow left shoulder. Dangerous spot here, 285 northbound as you pass Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Once you get past that crash, I would stay to your right doing so. You will get a little bit slower approaching I-20. A lot of cars trying to ramp onto I-20 westbound. Now, if you're traveling on Georgia 400 northbound, we've been watching a pretty tough ride all afternoon up into Alpharetta and Forsyth County. That has since improved. And a crash working on Highway 92 westbound at Mabry Road as you head over toward Cherokee County in the Mountain Park area. That crash is in the clearing stages, but it slowed the ride back toward Hardscrabble Road. Traffic brought to you by John Foy & Associates, personal injury law firm. You need the biggest advantage after an accident. Choose the team that has the experience, resources, and results that John Foy & Associates will deliver. Get your free consultation now. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
All next week at 10 to 12 a.m. Make sure you're listening to The Mark Arum Show for your chance to win a $150 gas gift card, a $150 grocery store gift card, and a free HVAC checkup from my friends at Reliable Heating and Air. Budget's tight everywhere. Think of this as a little less pressure on your budget. Fuel for the road, food for the fridge, and comfort at home for the summer. Tune into The Mark Arum Show at 10, 12 a.m. for your chance to win. Get details at WSBradio.com.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606, 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
Summer is here, and you know what that means. Bugs are here too. Mosquitoes, ants, roaches, spiders, and they all want to show up right when you're trying to enjoy that backyard, porch, and a family cookout or time by the pool. And with June being home ownership month, it's the perfect time for you to make sure your home is protected. Now, around my house, I don't want pests ruining the summer memories, and that's why I trust family-owned and operated Arrow Exterminators. For over 62 years, Arrow's been protecting homes and businesses, and they've built their reputation on great customer service. Plus, they're all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So take back your yard this summer. You can trust the experts at Arrow Exterminators. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com and make sure you tell them Belinda sent you.
Closing on your new home? Congratulations! Peach State Hardwood Floors has a housewarming gift just for you. This June, get $1,000 off your floor replacement, plus 12 months of financing at 0%. We handle everything from helping you select the perfect floor to delivery, installation, and final cleanup. No stress, no surprises, just a home that feels brand new. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at peachstatehardwood.com. Peach State Hardwood. Hardwood without the hassle.
Kick off the summer with a stress-free way to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our guaranteed offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one. So, how much did they raise the price of your termite bond renewal this time? Switch to Breda Pest Management and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic, the delicious daily detox that will keep you feeling your best. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon or pick up some at your local CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
All right, we do have to. Is this going viral about the World Cup, or does everything go viral about the World Cup? This is this a Scottish expat that's in America warning American women about Scottish men?
Yeah, she lives in Chicago, but she's been seeing all of the drunk videos of the Scots in Boston. They drank the Sam Adams Brewery out of their Boston lager over the weekend.
Yeah, they're running out of beer.
Yeah, it's joyful to watch. I'm loving seeing Scotland react like this. It's
all
been
right,
great.
so this is a lady. She sounds to me like she's probably from Scotland originally. And she just doesn't want any American women to fall for these Scottish men.
I want to give a wee warning to all the American ladies in Boston.
Okay, first,
do not.
I know that you can now add music to your videos.
Yeah, it needs to be louder.
The words are supposed to be above it, just for everybody in post when it comes to making your viral video. Yeah, it's like the music is a bed. The bed doesn't sleep on you, right? It's called a music bed for you're on top of the bed. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Her name is CJ, by the way.
I want to give a wee warning to all the American ladies in Boston. Do not get with Scottish men. Please don't. Save yourself the hassle. They're the biggest headache and the worst men to date in the world, even worse than Americans, so don't even go there. And also to any Scottish girlies whose boyfriends are in Boston.
All right, I can't take it anymore. I get it. Once the screaming sirens started going by, it was all just a little too much.
I can't help but swear.
A little close.
Just a wee bit
No, you need to come closer to the mic here. I think she's... All right.
Under the table.
I got it.
All right, so I just want to tell you more about...
Sounds like a Bell and Sebastian song. All right. Bell and/or Sebastian, you can come back to the mic now.
All right.
You don't need music. But what? You don't need music. You're standing in the middle of a street. That's loud enough if you're letting people know.
When I was uploading it, it just happened on its own. It just appeared. And I didn't, I just pressed post. I didn't know you could, put it down like it.
You'll be live and learn.
CJ, you're right. TikTok does do that. It'll automatically add a music bed at that level. It's ridiculous.
Well,
it's ridiculous.
Does that happen? That's true.
Yeah, but you can stop it before you post. Not you. Sometimes it'll just sneak it in there, and you're like, no, I
you got to check, and I didn't check because.
Okay, CJ. Are you dating America? Who are you dating? Is everything
I'm
good?
Here.
Yeah, are you dating? Are you happy in your dating life? I hope.
Oh yeah, I'm happy now. It's because I've not dated Scottish guy and so
yes.
on.
Okay. All right. Well, we wish you the best. Right. Okay. She's over in the corner giving advice.
I finally found a way to make it in America without the Scottish man.
I'm sorry. I'm listening. Let's give away some tickets to see Beck. 2 tickets to see.
Beck.
We'll get to your review in a moment. 2 tickets to see Beck's Ride Lonesome tour. Thursday, October 30th at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's a crash on the Buford Spring Connector in Midtown.
Yeah, heading northbound, trying to leave Midtown, make your way up through Northeast Atlanta and Buckhead. It looks like it's a little bit before you get to Piedmont and Monroe, and as you would expect, that's made a mess of Peachtree trying to get onto the Beaver Spring Connector, so be mindful of that. Southbound, the Beaver Spring Connector slows south of Sidney Marcus down to Peachtree, and still looking at a slow ride out of Buckhead into Midtown on 400 South starting before Lenox Road. Heaviest delays stay with you down at North Avenue, and northbound, I'm still seeing the volume, University Avenue to Freedom Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, maker, model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer storms may come and go, but the savings at Dr. Roof are here right now. Mark Aaron back with you. If your roof needs repairs, replacement, or just a professional inspection after those pop-up thunderstorms, now's the time to act. Visit drroof.com. Check out their summer specials on roof repairs and new roofs. Dr. Roof's helped homeowners protect what matters most with trusted service and quality craftsmanship. Don't wait for the next storm to find out if your roof has problems. Go to drroof.com today.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story: a suspect is now in custody after a scary home invasion in Powder Springs last week.
Authorities say Stephen Michael Cartel Hilton has been arrested 5 days after the reported break-in. The homeowners woke up to Hilton in their home on Marietta Street early Friday morning. When they confronted him, he started shooting. Cobb County Police Sergeant Eric Smith says Hilton now faces 2 charges.
An arrest warrant was obtained for Hilton on the charges of home invasion and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime.
The Michigan native fled to Ohio after the invasion and was detained by the Lima Police Department. Jordan Brown, 95.5 WSB.
88 degrees in Atlanta. What's the timing for heavy rain and storms, and will it dry up in time for the weekend? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Just as a special session gets started under the Gold Dome, Georgia Republican lawmakers are scrapping plans to redraw the state's congressional boundaries. House Speaker John Burns says there is not enough time.
Changes to our district maps have the potential to impact every voter in Georgia, and they deserve the same thoughtful, fact-driven process that has always guided the House.
Democratic Senate leader Harold Jones says the voice of the people was heard, and that's why Republicans changed course.
And people looked at that and they said, we don't want to do that. And so the people stood up, and I think they saw that, and they actually backed down.
While in special session, Georgia lawmakers will have to address ballot QR codes and property taxes. The session is expected to wrap up on Monday. At the G7 summit in France, President Trump praises the U.S. peace agreement with Iran.
We reached an agreement with Iran that achieves everything we set out to accomplish, everything and much more. Ending the current conflict, reopening the Strait of Hormuz.
The president says world leaders are thrilled with the agreement. The U.S. releases the text of the 14-point memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran. It's set to be signed soon, and President Trump says Iran will be hit again if they don't behave. Now, a WSB money update, and the Federal Reserve leaves interest rates unchanged. Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says there could be a rate hike later this year.
What we're looking at now is a drastically different outlook for the Fed, in that at the start of this year and even at the last meeting, we were expecting interest rate cuts. Well, now the possibility looks more likely from many Fed officials that it could be going higher.
A massive crowd gathers at State Farm Arena today, causing chaos for an event organized by one of the world's top internet streamers. Kai Cenat has more than 20 million followers. He hosted auditions this afternoon for his streamer university. State Farm Arena says the event had to be shut down due to the crowd size. Atlanta police say they did make one arrest during the event, a man charged with pedestrian in the roadway. The Gulf Coast is preparing for the first tropical storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. New Orleans Emergency Management Director Derek Hessen warns the city is at risk for heavy rain and high winds.
In addition to the flooding threat, a few strong storms could be capable of producing damaging wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour and a few tornadoes.
The remnants of the storm are expected to bring heavy rain and storms to metro Atlanta starting tomorrow, and the Red Cross is urging people to prepare now.
The best way that you can do that is listen to your local area radio, such as this station right here.
The Red Cross's Katie Zwerk says the start of hurricane season is a good time to stock up on supplies, including water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, and a radio. She also reminds us not to drive through standing water because we don't know how deep it is. The Coweta County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of its beloved canine, Robbie. The Sheriff's Office calls Robbie a consistent asset to the department and says his service and legacy will not be forgotten. He was recognized in February for helping deputies capture a suspected bank robber. Robbie died unexpectedly this week of natural causes. He joined the Sheriff's Office in September of 2023. It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
And thanks to WSB's own Charles Kinney. I know what lane is blocked now with this jam on the Buford Spring connector northbound. It is a crash in the left lane, about 4 cars involved before you get up to Monroe Drive and Piedmont, and that is jammed the ride on the Buford Spring connector trying to leave Peachtree out of Midtown. Southbound into town, we're trying to get better, but still seeing brake lights out of Buckhead down onto 7585 South as you pass Atlantic Station. Earlier crash on the west side perimeter, 285 northbound, Interloop, Highway 166 Langford Parkway. That has since cleared. Southbound still slow in the right lanes on the outer loop from South Cobb Drive down to that work zone at I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible this evening. Otherwise, partly cloudy, very humid, with temperatures slowly cooling to the low to mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s as heavy rain and thunderstorms roll through. As much as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall likely through tomorrow evening. Also monitoring for potential damaging wind gusts for the south side of the metro area tomorrow night into early Friday morning. Drying out Friday afternoon, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-80s. Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s.
No rain presently on storm tracker radar in metro Atlanta. We have 83 degrees in Noonan, 86 in Midtown Atlanta, 84 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
You can't have a healthy home with bugs and critters running around. That's why families trust Breda to keep their homes protected and truly healthy.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
As Georgia grows, more data centers are coming here to do business. Georgia Power says residential customers are protected because large load customers must pay their full share for infrastructure costs. Plus, base rates are frozen through 2028 with a projected annual savings after that. Learn more at georgiapower.com/data centers.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606, 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
That's a selling point. Congratulations to Trent Clayton of Atlanta. Won 2 tickets to see Beck's Ride Lonesome Tour Thursday, October 30th at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. So we started the show talking about the 180 that's been done by Trump now. And now Israel and the neocons are the ones that are crazy and is like. So he said a lot of stuff. We went over it earlier in the first hour. You know, they want a global depression. 3 weeks ago, we weren't allowed to even say that there could be a global depression with the Strait of Hormuz closed. Suddenly now he's saying, "Oh, they want me to keep it closed." And so as part of this, because he's voicing some being upset with Israel. Israel cannot stand this. I think all sides of Israel, if you're in it, like left, right, whatever, politically, Netanyahu's going to pay the price. Because the only reason they've been not sending him to jail is because he's been running the war. I believe there's an election coming up, and Israel's probably going to hurt Netanyahu. And so now the latest thing, I guess he was he talking to the New York Times, and what did he say about missiles? That well, you know, I can't. Do you have?
I have a screen.
Is there audio of this or no?
I believe this is here.
No, I'm saying that if other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some. A ballistic missile is not the same thing as what we're talking about when we talk nuclear. But if Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and they all have some, I would say in relative proportion, I think it's okay.
Which is, not, you know, probably sounds reasonable to most, the idea that countries have the right to defend themselves against border countries and all that. But that is exactly the opposite of the Israeli position on this, which is fascinating. Israel wants all, and by the way, Trump himself was saying a couple of weeks ago that we've just gotten rid of almost all their missiles, but wasn't he saying we need to get rid of the ballistic missiles?
We're going to obliterate them all.
I mean, I know that's been the nuke has been the major selling point once he realized a couple of weeks in that the war wasn't going to resolve itself and he needed a reason. That's when it became not regime change, not the people of Iran rising up, but became, hey, they would have nuked us by now if I didn't do this. But I believe that they've been arguing all along we want to get rid of the ballistic missiles. I know that's what Israel wants to get rid of. So there's a real 180 going on here.
Seriously.
And I still, again, when it comes to the state of Israel, that's a country. They have their politics. There are nuances. I don't know all about that. I don't know what the people believe. I don't know who's going to win this next election. I don't know what that's looking like. So I don't have enough knowledge to really say what I think in terms of. I just recognize that he's turning on Israel. That's what's happening here. But when it comes to the neocons now, the neocons I know, and I find this to be hilarious. Hilarious. Really, with the neocons, the only thing you've ever needed to know about them is that every big thing they try to do always fails. They never deliver on what they tell you. They always tell you it's going to be easy, and then it ends up very quickly not being easy, and then horror upon horror upon horror after that. So we should have known from that they're not that bright as a movement. But any movement that decides we're going to go all in with Trump, that's the other piece of evidence that you need that they're not very bright. I'll say it again. Any politician, institution, anything that has decided I'm jumping into that car and taking the ride or die with Trump, I will ask it over and over again. Who has ever made it to the end of that journey that doesn't share the last name Trump? So it's silly. But I can't imagine this weird thing that I have where I'm assuming still that neocons must be bright. Well, I shouldn't assume that. They've never succeeded that I know of in any of these adventures, any of these wars of choice. You know, we're 25 years after 9/11. They've had 25 years to fix. Do you feel like that they've done the job, that 9/11 could never happen? The neocons stepped forward and said, all right, hey, while the beta males weep in the corner, we're neocons. We're ready to fight. And we know who to go to war with. We know who to kill. And it's going to be easy. And it's never easy. And I should have known then that there's just not a lot going on upstairs there. It really is visceral. Killing people feels like progress. I can't believe it, but it really is that simple. It's that easy. Because anyone with 2 brain cells, whether you voted for Trump or not, to hitch yourself to that star when everyone else who's hitched to that star has found themselves falling through space at one point when the cord was clipped by Trump. And now I'll say it again. Israel and the neocons equal Jeff Sessions and Mike Pence. And I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. That's going to happen. Whether it's Rubio or Vance that ends up being the heir apparent and runs in 28 or during the primary, do you really think this guy's going to go home and shut up and say, this is Vance's day, this is Rubio's day? You really, if Vance 3 months or Rubio 3 months into the campaign in 2028 say one thing that pisses him off, he'll hit Truth Social and tell people why they never should have been the nominee and the reason why. You ride or die with Trump before you jump in the car. Ask yourself one question. Who ever makes it to the end of the line with this guy that doesn't share his last name?
Seems like you get about 100 days. Like the Iran conflict or war has been going on for 109 days. Seems to me like with any of these issues that you brought up with Jeff Sessions, Pence to an extent, too. I know he made it a little bit longer.
He made it all the way through the
majority of that first term, yes.
He made it to the whole first term because until they lost the election, he was okay. Trump was okay with him. He just wouldn't get on board with Trump's plans afterward.
Right. But then after that, you just kind of you fall off after that. About 100 days.
What?
Warning to those getting excited, too. This could flip right back the other way.
Oh, sure.
I'm going to bomb the hell out of him.
Yeah, but and he's talking like that now, but he wants this.
Yeah.
By the way, when he's saying this week, I believe this will be, first of all, it's already been signed digitally, I believe.
Today, it was that report that it was signed Sunday digitally. Supposedly that wasn't true.
Yeah, I think it's going to be signed. I saw today that now he's starting, because now he's
in France.
Now he's saying stuff like, well, we'll bomb him, but he's talking about 60 days. The memorandum of understanding, is going to open up for 60 days. And so even the rhetoric that he has today, he's not talking about before Friday. He's talking about the 60 days. Now, in those 60 days, there is going to be lobbying like you would not believe. It is going to be something else. It's going to be something else because you're talking about a huge shift here. If the President of the United States says, yeah, Iran has the right to defend themselves you're talking about a complete shift. But I wonder inside of Trump's head if he just looks at Bibi and thinks, you steered me the wrong way. Now in reality, it's on Trump. He's supposed to be wise enough not to follow bad advice. But he could be just looking at Bibi now and going, you gave me bad advice. You told me it was going to be easy. Now I may lose the Senate. And, remember that with Trump, it doesn't matter if it's international or it's domestic. Loyalty is a one-way street. And he's loyal to you for as long as you can be helpful to him. And so he may have made the switch in his mind. Bibi lied to me, said that it'd be easy.
Midterms are coming up.
Yeah, that's the underlying thing. Is
but
the
he
midterms.
seems to be doing all kinds of things that hurt himself when it comes to the midterms. I believe, in my mind, I have no evidence for this. I haven't heard anybody else say it. I believe it was being booed at the Knicks game. I really do. I really do. I think that he knew that at least 60-70% of that was Iran. Or the Iran war, opposition to the Iran war. Alex Williams says all those glowing brake lights in downtown, and then the sentence stops.
He sees all of them. Sees all the glowing. Do you really see the glowing brake lights in downtown, or am I being fed misinformation?
I would never. This is not a fake news network, my friend.
All right.
I got all the brake lights, especially on 85 South, just trying to get into Midtown. Eric, it is still slow just south of the Georgia 400 merge, and the heaviest stuff is going to stay with you down to North Avenue. Northbound also slow, University Avenue up to I-20, and the Beaver Spring Connector, that ride is no fun out of Midtown from Peachtree Street up to a crash. It's still in the left lane before Monroe Drive. And traffic troopers told me about a new crash in the center lane in Swanee, 85 northbound before Highway 317. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Save on premium protein at Whole Foods Market. Prime members get 20% off boneless beef ribeye and steaks through June 23rd while supplies last. Shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Father's Day is coming up, and if you're still shopping, congratulations. You've inherited your father's procrastination. Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine, and I'm on Cameo. Let me send your dad, grandpa, uncle, stepdad even, a personalized Father's Day greeting as myself. Or Donald Trump. Elon Musk. Or Sam Elliott. Just search T. Andrews ATL on Cameo. That's T. Andrews ATL on Cameo. Father's Day is June 21st. Your excuse window is closing.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorney.
Sweet James, the only firm to call if you're hurt in a crash. 800-9-million and sweetjames.com.
A roof is more than just the shingles you see. It's the protection you don't. Hi, I'm Megan with Southern Exteriors. We're talking about high-grade underlayment, ice and water shields, and a solid deck, all sourced from the same manufacturer. Since 1999, Southern Exteriors have been building roofs that protect what matters most. Take 10% off your next roofing project. For quality you can see and integrity you can trust, call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
There comes a moment when you look at your aging parents and think, I just want them safe. I want them at home, and I just want them cared for. Maybe your mom wants to stay in the house she lived in for 40 years. Maybe dad just isn't ready to leave his garden, but you know they can't do it alone anymore. It's Belinda Skelton. I recommend Atlanta-based Four Seasons Home Care. They specialize in helping your loved ones age in place in the comfort and dignity of their own homes. With caregivers you can actually trust, every single caregiver is thoroughly background checked and carefully vetted, because Four Seasons knows when someone steps into your parents' home, they're stepping into your family. Don't settle for just anyone when it comes to the people you love most. Do what I did when my parents needed help. Choose trusted, compassionate home care. Choose Four Seasons Home Care. Google and then call Four Seasons Home Care today.
You don't have to check the heat index to know that summer is here. That's right. It's time for long days filled with cookouts, pools, and travel. At All Care, we hope you're taking a break, but we're not. All Care is always available 7 days a week at 15 Atlanta area locations. And we offer online scheduling, same-day appointments, and availability for urgent needs and walk-ins. You can even get your pre-travel physical after hours or on the weekend. This summer, have fun and stay healthy with All Care.
Y'all, I love my hot tub. I've traveled something like 11 weeks in a row on airplanes. Listen, I'm tired of flying. My back hurts carrying a backpack, sitting in the seats, all the travel. I come home, I get in my hot tub, I let the back massager work on me. It's fantastic, and I get to watch the stars and relax. You can move, you can recover, you can reset, you can get a swim spa, Georgia Spa Company. You can cool down in a cold plunge. I'm thinking of getting one of those. Or a sauna, so much more. GeorgiaSpaCompany.com. Bring relaxation home today. GeorgiaSpaCompany.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits. Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
The recent heavy rain was quite a stress test for your roof. When severe downpours expose leaks, think of Finley first. 65,000 roofs replaced with high-quality work, upfront pricing, and exceptional service. FinleyRoofing.com.
Roof, roof.
Oh, I guess we're back. We ran out of music. It happens from time to time.
Technical difficulty there.
It's just, we found some new music. I thought we were going
Sorry about that, guys.
through the rest of time without any good rejoin music.
You know, Fred again had a great song, We've Lost Dancing, and it connects with losing all the music in the world. It's a deep track.
Speaking of Fred again, how about this Freddie the Freeloader from Germany?
That's not nice.
He's getting all this. Well, you know what? America is ruining.
Gifts.
I know, but America is ruining what this guy was doing.
Blame
right?
blame J.J. Watt. He's the one that really
Okay, let's go back in case people don't know. Freddie is a German World Cup fan. I imagine he's here rooting for Germany. And he started these videos where he's going through. He was here in Southeast, and he went to Buc-ee's, and he went to a lot of other.
Went to Helen, Georgia.
Helen,
he started
Georgia.
here in Atlanta. He loved Waffle House and stuff like that.
Waffle House and all that. And then once it went viral, then people started welcoming him into town. They started giving him gifts. J.J. Watt put him up at the Four Seasons
in Houston. Yes.
Got a VIP place for him. I think during the game, maybe, I don't know. But then now it ruins the whole thing. And I guess, did he actually speak to the astronauts?
Yeah, he went and visited the NASA HQ in Houston, and he got a chance to speak to some of the astronauts that are on the International Space
Up in the spaceship.
They got to be up there. Who is this? What are we talking to? What's going on here?
My great-grandfather started this project.
Yes, I'm related to Werner von Braun. Did you go up in a V2 or a V1?
But doesn't this ruin what the guy was doing? Like the idea was, I'm discovering things about America, and I'm finding it to be a blast. We don't have an equivalent to Buc-ee's in Germany. We don't have an equivalent to the Waffle House. At the point that people are just giving him 4- and 5-star experiences, and he's able. I've lived here my whole life. I've never been able to talk to an astronaut. I mean, I just think that it ruins the appeal of what he was doing.
Well, he just posted 32 minutes ago. He said, first stop on the road to Oklahoma City. Best burgers of the trip so far. Popped into In-N-Out Burger. So
they are good.
They are good. Where you going? You going to Oklahoma City?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I just don't think you're gonna have much to post for the next few days. But
Do they have a casino?
I
I love that.
Nobody in America. Hey, you know what, Freddie? If you find out what is going on in Oklahoma City, inform the rest of us. No one else in America has
It'll be on Twitter.
any idea what's going on in Oklahoma City. All right, that music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up. That's number one. Get the hell out. That's number two. You know us. We're good citizens. And you know what that means. We do what we're told. Always. With no sass. No talking back. Shelley Winter is up next with another great radio show for you, as usual. We're going to come back and do this again tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
656 Trustdale.com traffic center. Crash still on that left lane, Beaver Spring Connector northbound before you get up to Monroe Drive and Piedmont, slowing you getting onto the Beaver Spring Connector from Peachtree Street, and a crash in the center lane up in Swanee, 85 northbound before Highway 317 with those brake lights back to Sugarloaf Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Alex Williams, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Money update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
Rents around the United States, except a small number of cities, are dropping. And more than a third of people rent, and most of them aren't taking advantage of these lower rents. You go shop, and if you're willing to move for a much cheaper rent or a better place, then you got that benefit. Otherwise, you use the lower rent you found somewhere else to get a better deal from your existing landlord.
You won't believe this. Finley Roofing, the roof guys, are offering new roofs, windows, and doors starting as low as just $139 a month. That's less than one trip to the grocery store. Ashley Frasca for Finley Roofing, the roof guys. Think you can't afford a new roof, windows, and doors? You can. Finley makes it affordable with 0% financing and payments starting at just $139 a month. Go to finleyroofing.com.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I